It's good of you. Yeah. All right, though. You hear me? What's up? What's up, y'all? Who's here? You heard me? Live. Like this light is kind of giving me a nice light. But once I fight the lights, I'm not gleaming in my face. I'll just throw my camera off. You hear me? That's one of y'all random weirdos up in here that don't say that when I ask them. That'd be worse, man. They're gonna stop doing that. We'll get an audience that talks to me. I just woke up from a nap not too long ago. Got me some bugs and whatnot. All right, man. In my bag here. Hey, Coco, how you doing? One person doesn't say that. You never tell who's in there, man. YouTube be lying about the numbers, so pretty good. I'm just out here chilling. It was great today. It is 67 degrees right now. I don't know where it is, where y'all at. Don't care neither. It's nice up here where I'm at. That's all that matters. I'm outside. It's been cold the last couple of days. So, somewhere. I'm doing good. Doing good. So I had a stream earlier today. I did a music stream. Um, creating fun about the creation. So, just been out here living, man. Just showing y'all some of my life. Showing what's been going on with me lately. Um, Even started to show y'all some of the people I'm around. You know what I'm saying? Some of my community here. It's not involved with this channel. I know what I do. You know what I'm saying? So there's always like more to add to the story. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot I don't show people on for a while, man, because I don't want to. I don't tell everybody my personal stuff. I definitely don't tell Negroes my personal stuff because they'd be weird. So I try to freak some weirdos. So, but I do put a lot of information out there so I can piss them off because they talk too much. You know what I'm saying? When they come back 6 months later and check on you to see if God did something to you like they want, and then they come back and realize like, yeah, I'm better off. Yes, that's what God did. Freaking weirdos, man. Be obsessed with shit. Yeah, I was doing that for a good minute. So yeah, man, a lot of times I do kind of miss the times when it was just music only on this channel, man. Before I even talk, I'm getting tired of talking, man. It's not fun no more. It's not really that fun to me. Freaking weirdos, man. You gotta deal with, So, which I don't have to deal with. It's just they a nuisance, you know what I'm saying? But then again, I'm just like, I just piss them off before they have no power. So somewhere yesterday, man, just showing people the people I be with. You know, people are so much more better. They are so much better. You know what I mean? I don't really know a weird person in San Antonio, man. So like, I was like, well, it's about one. But other than that, I'm like, they don't really come off like that. Nobody really does. What up, Mike? It's cold up there, ain't it? Yeah, me, Mike, and Chia, man. Me, Mike, Chia, and Hobby using the Discord last night, man, for a good minute, man. I would stay if I ain't have to get up early. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we was in there for a good minute, man. Talking and discussing stuff. You feel me? Talking about the future. Talking about like talents, gifts, all type of stuff, man. Weirdos, everything. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said we keep it real in the Discord, man. Keep it real over on the separate page where ain't none of these freaking weirdos there. You know what I mean? I mean, pretty much do the same thing over here, but we get to have more of a personal connection over there. You know, so that's why I was telling people. I said, man, when you got weirdos that talk, you got weirdos that run their mouth. I said, just look what y'all gonna do, man. Like I said, don't ever heed the words of the fool, man. I'm about to make a lot of them mad too. I told you I'm about to troll the socks off of them. Like how 50 Cent is trolling P Diddy. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing the same thing, bro. Trolling everybody that run their mouth too. It's not about a person that can't beat you physically or spiritually. They can't beat you physically, mentally, or spiritually. Yeah, I'm a dangerous person to them. That's why they don't like me. Well, you think they want to say stuff because he's dangerous. Again, people try psychological games. It's the same thing Jezebel did to Elijah. You know what I'm saying? This man that killed all the prophets of Baal. Man was calling down fire from heaven, man, and some thought told him that she was gonna kill him. I said, boy, I couldn't have been alive. I'd have cut her head clean off, dude. You tell me I just killed 500 of these niggas from Dale, and now I'm scared of one Negro woman. Like, girl, I would cut your head straight off. That couldn't have been me. The equivalent to that nowadays is I'm just gonna knock you out when I see you. I'm like, bro, I got a couple of people I got to knock out when I see them. So believe me when I tell you, I said Jezebel would have been nothing. I don't refrain from no men, no women. People that run their mouth, it's like you run your mouth and touching on topics that you should be talking about. I'll just knock you out. I'm not care, man or woman. Dude. People just talk too much. That's why I said I prayed today. I said, bro, again, everybody's gonna be through a great tribulation, man. I said it's gonna be a great day where it's a tribulation, where food's gonna start getting knocked out. You better hope that's the worst that happened to you, man. People are looking to kill people nowadays, dude. These radical white people that's losing their mind, boy, they looking to hang something. You better shut up before they choose you. Tough talking on the internet, talking about us and Darby and talking about false prophets and the message that you didn't like, man. Say that to one of them. Don't say that about one of their white mega pastors, boy. They gonna hang you and set you on fire. That's just some people. It's just like you talk so much, man. Like if I seen somebody stomping you out, I wouldn't help you. I would not help you. Some people just need to get beat. They need to get whooped because they talk too much. Just like in the Bible, when Miriam turned white for running her mouth and they put out the camp, do you think people felt sorry for her? They was like, no, go out, no. You ran your mouth. Running your mouth on a man because he married to an Ethiopian, man. I see why Moses chose an Ethiopian. Have you seen them? If Zipporah look anything like the Ethiopians nowadays do, I would have chose her too over one of these little Hebrew niggas. Like, bro, please believe me when I tell you. I still choose an Ethiopian over probably anybody in the world, dude. Are you serious? You gonna talk bad about his wife because you had a problem with her being another culture? Which showed you right there. It didn't matter about the cultures that people was married in. She start talking and start turning white. See what happened when you run your mouth. That's why I told people, man, stop running your mouth because one day somebody gonna put their fist in you. Keep talking. You understand? Everybody don't know God like you think they know God, man. Some people are really just yielded to the devil. Some people just really don't care about nothing no more, and they will really hurt you. You just ain't ran into the right match yet. You gonna run into the right match one of these days. That's why I said people get on the internet talk about us because they don't know our exact location. We don't know their exact geography. I said if you standing right there across the street from them, they wouldn't say that. People have no idea what they be standing in front of. They have no idea what they about to unleash if they come over and do that. So that's why I said the era of talking crazy, that's gonna end. The era of talking crazy is ending, bro. People are tired of people talking crazy nowadays. See, I can back it up. There's a lot of other people that can back it up. These people on the internet, they can't back it up. They just talk. You take their YouTube, they got no weapons, they got no power. And then you see them on the street, like, well, what's up? They don't say nothing. They'll sit there scared, trembling, stuttering, can't make eye contact, too scared to look you in your eyes. So I'll be funny. They be talking about guys gonna do something. Talking about the Lord's gonna judge people. And look who gets judged, them. Look who gets judged every day, them. That's why I said I be laughing at fools, boy. We trying to set a trap for people. You don't hung yourself with your own rope. Look at you, idiot. That's why I say y'all need to stop all this compassion and feeling sorry. I don't feel sorry for people. I don't. Especially when they run that freaking mouth of theirs. Man, that's one thing if it's in different situations. Somebody that run their mouth purposely, willingly, on stuff that they don't even know. And then they run into the wrong person and they get knocked clean out. Do you think I feel sorry for that girl because she can shut up? No, I don't feel sorry for you. You run into somebody who don't care because you a woman. They don't like care because you don't want. People, especially nowadays, do not care about that no more. Think I feel sorry? No, I don't. I don't feel sorry. You run your mouth bad about everybody, then you get fired because you start stuff at the job. Do you think we feel sorry for you? No, we don't. We don't feel sorry. Running your mouth on somebody dead loved ones and they pull up on you and do something to you. Do you think we're gonna feel sorry for you? I don't feel sorry for you one bit. I tell people that's what you get for talking too much. That's why I said they're not gonna touch on real issues that's going on in the world. They're not gonna touch on that type of stuff. They worried about us though. This obsession that these little weird niggas got over us, man. They worry about us though. You could end world hunger tomorrow, but you worry about us. Ain't that funny? Crazy. I said, well, you know what, God, use me. I'll end world hunger. I'll do something. I'm not gonna sit here talking like a talking ape, sitting there running their mouth. Now y'all see why I refer to people as such derogatory terms. That's what I'm gonna call you. You wanna be a dog? I'm gonna call you a dog. You wanna be an ape? I'm gonna call you an ape. A nigga, I'm gonna call you a nigga. You wanna act like that? I don't care about your feelings. I don't care how it sounds. I have not changed how I talk ever. You've been offended with niggas for 30 years, and then we gotta watch how we talk. Absolutely not. I would be insulted if I didn't talk like this, dude. You know how hard it is dealing with niggas? Our whole ministry was based off of niggas, dude. You have any idea how hard that was? Every church we had in the hood, man. We couldn't have no white church. We couldn't have no European church over there, man. We had to have a Negro church over there with Negroes that didn't want it right. They treated Darby wrong, man. They treated us all wrong. We got to sit here and watch how we talk? Absolutely never. I'll never stop saying that word. And I ain't gonna never stop calling out Negroes when I see them. I hope I hurt people's feelings, man. I hurt people's feelings on purpose for a living. You understand? I get paid to hurt people's feelings. I get paid to make you upset and hate me. I hope I do. Even the type of people I want anyway. It's like, bro, it's always the weird Negroes that don't nobody want. They the ones, the main ones talking. This ain't a nigga channel, man. It's a channel for everybody. Everybody ain't mother to come over here, boy. I would rather my audience be 80% Ethiopian before I saw niggas. Because niggas don't want to do nothing. They don't care about nothing. I've been done having music out, man, for years, man. They ain't supported one of my mixtapes, one of my albums, nothing. They ain't supported anything I ever did. The live stream started off the music, man. They don't even want to support the music. They want to come in here with their little crappy garbage $2 words. Well, your word sucks, man. Just like your life, just like your mama. Everything sucks that you do, dude. They got mad because they got called a spiritual weirdo. Yeah, you a freaking spiritual weirdo. I ain't gonna never stop saying that word, spiritual weirdo. You stupid idiots. And I hope I hurt your feelings on that too. Anybody here that got a problem, I hope I hurt your feelings. And you do something about it. How does it feel that your word and your prayers never work? How does that feel? That you've been an idiot since the day you was born. How does that feel? You look stupid, literally, mentally, spiritually. You think somebody gonna stop because they hurt your feelings? Boy, I'm gonna hurt your feelings every day. I'm gonna troll people every day like that. I swear to you. Been offended for 30 years, man. What in the world we care for? Mighty funny. Ain't no white people doing it though. I don't get no white people doing it. I wonder why that is. I wonder why there's only one demographic of people that's doing this. I wonder why. And since we talk about the Ethiopians, I ain't had one Ethiopian come over to do this. I ain't had one Russian. I ain't had one Asian. I ain't had one Italian. I've not had one Sudanese. I wonder why there's a certain demographic of people that seem to just hate everything. And no, it ain't black people. They're guys. We got great black folk over here, some of the best. You're not going to incorporate black folk with niggas. Like, nah, they ain't niggas. We black folk. We the real Hebrews. You Negroes is the idiots. I don't care because they hurt your feelings, man. Please. Everybody got a nasty mama, a nasty auntie, nasty hell-raising granny, and they run around and talk about stuff for 25 years. They've been putting people down, offending people for 25, 30 years, and now the minute you tell her off, now you got a problem? Now you disrespectful? I couldn't be around everybody, mama and granny, but I would tell them straight off. Any nigga on my face that disrespect me, man, I would tell you straight off. The internet's one place. I can't really stop people on the internet from doing what they do because people gonna talk. But standing right here on my stuff, yeah, that's why I say, you notice people go over here and talk. They don't come over here no more and do that. They know what's gonna happen. People come over here acting crazy, boy. Like you don't know who you talking to. Like we can be crazy too. I don't know why you ain't floozies ain't never said it to my face. Y'all see us walking around. Why you never came in and said it? Real bold talk from behind the phone, boy, till my knuckles is in your face. It's not gonna be funny. Yeah, you know not to come in this vicinity because you know what's gonna happen. People know no amount of word, no amount of praying, or what they think they doing is gonna stop the fish from flying in their face. It ain't deep. That's why I say hi to weirdos, boy. Our community's tore up, man. Black community been tore up since the 50s. The nigga still sitting there trying to give you a word. Boy, get on somewhere with that crap word. We already got past the Darby. We don't want to hear you. We do not want to hear you. I see why I talk so much on like just figuring out what you got, man. Figuring out your creation. Figuring out what God gave you. Because if you sit right there talking to an idiot, trying to put people on the track that they want them to go on, they have no idea what your calling is, what your gift is, what God gave you. Every Negro idiot in their mama think that they know what's good for you. What's good, Crystal? That's why I said I'm baffled. I ain't gonna say I'm baffled. I'm not surprised. I knew I was supposed to do music for years, man. So when it's working, I'm not surprised by that. Some idiot nigga be on his page talking about music ain't my calling. I'm supposed to preach. Well, I never preach ever. You hear me? I never preach. So stop asking. You're gonna stay out my comments with that stuff. Stop asking me that stupid question, boy. You ain't getting no preach out of me. Stop. Stuff is bad annoying. In the music stream, they talking about, you know what you gonna do next? No, I'm not doing that. So don't ask. And when I get my Ethiopian audience that don't know me, I'll go do that with them. I will go do stuff over there with them. But they don't expect me to be a preacher. I'm like some you weird niggas. Y'all so dumb. Oh my God, these people are so stupid. Ain't nobody dumber than a nigga, dude. I can't stand a nigga. Ain't nobody dumber than them, dude. It's just not about you see how dumb people are. It just irks you. It's like, bro, why are you this stupid? You about to be in dang on 2026 and you still slow? You still this stupid? That's why I'm like, no, we gonna kill this excuse, man. I'm telling like, no, we ain't doing this old black excuse no more. No, it ain't black folk. Black folk ain't got a problem succeeding in life. It's you niggas. Handicap yourself with white people, and then you're handicapping yourself with us. Now we doing better than y'all, make you feel bad. Now we got to stop what we doing. Man, please. You think they don't like us, man, because we breaking down their little defense system. Yeah, I wouldn't like me either if I was giving up the game. If I was talking about what I be doing either. So I said, don't feel bad if people talk on you, man. The only people that talk on you be Negroes. Don't feel bad. What do they own and where they live at? What they channel look like and what they doing with their life. Okay, shut up. Ain't never had success since you came out your mama's crappy womb. You sit here trying to talk to us. What? Well, I don't like Negroes with passion, man. I tell you. That was full of Negroes, man. You see how they was. Every time they run their mouth, look what God does. Every time people run their mouth, boy, I told you, look what God does. The exact thing that He was gonna do anyways. Why you need a Negro to tell you that? Like you don't know what God's gonna do in your life. Like you need them to. Every dumb spiritual weirdo from here to Montana think that they know what God's gonna do. Well, you don't even know what your mama gonna do. You should have known that for you was out there strung out there on dope. Don't try to come down and try to talk like you know what God's gonna do. You should have knew that when you had a needle in your arm, boy. Shut up. You should have knew that with the 30 wasted years of your life, drowning yourself in a bottle. Don't try to come over now and act like you know what's good for Steve. You know what was good for your liver, and then you want to come over and talk, killing your brain cells, looking like some dumb turtle, but you sit here and want to come down and talk. Let's shut up. Now you know the truth. Now you've seen the light. Not for your homies out there dying on the corner, but you see the light for one of us. Boy, please. Go rescue your mans, boy. Leave me alone. Should have told him, man, why you shooting up. You should have told him about the gospel. You shooting up with him. So don't try to come over here now and try to be tough. Don't try to act like you know. That's crazy. How many people in here, man? YouTube's right. Oh, so every time when these weirdos talk, boy, it's just, you see God just do, man. That's the thing I love about God, man. God is so unpredictable. You don't even know what he's gonna do. Every time I know somebody's speaking on us or speaking on me, I know God's about to do something great. Look what he do. He always do something great, man. And your local idiot spiritual weirdo can't shut up. I'm gonna say that word every stream, every YouTube shorts, every song. I'm about to come out with a mixtape and I'm about to diss all these little weird niggas, boy. Every time I open my mouth, I'm gonna diss y'all because y'all so stupid. I'm gonna make y'all feel like the little pee-wee creatures that y'all are. Since you keep talking, keep running your mouth. Care about hurting your feelings, boy. Please, I say this to your face with my finger in your face. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? You better be glad I don't know what state you're in. You better be glad that you ain't in this state because you sure wouldn't come say it to me. I ain't never had nobody in my life. I ain't never had nobody say nothing to my face, dude. I've not had anybody say anything to my face. I've had dudes bigger than me scared to say something, man. They go tell somebody else. I'm like, homie, what you scared of? I'm standing right here, bro. What's the problem, cuz? What's the problem? What you want to like? What you scared of? Hey, man, such and such said this. I'm like, well, nigga, such and such was just in my face. Why couldn't he say it? I've had bosses. They got the authority to fire you, scared to say something to you. They go tell somebody else. I'm like, bro, are you not in authority? Are you scared to come say something to me? Like, what's up with y'all, man? I ain't number 5'6", 5'7", cuz I'm not 6'7". So what you scared of? Because people know, they know. Talk on internet stuff, man, because you think people can't find your IP address, boy. There's people that's like that, boy. They got people in every city, man, that look for you to go get you. You lucky, like I said, I ain't the mob, so you ain't got to worry about that. The mob, you run into them, they going to find you. They going to track you down wherever you are. They going to get you. Notice how they don't run their mouth on a Russian or Italian mob or the cartels. Notice they don't never say nothing about them. Why is that? Because they're going to butcher them in 50 pieces. Don't tell them about the gospel. Tell them what they doing wrong. You know, because they going to cut you up into stew. You know, that's why I said that's just some stuff they know not to touch on, but they know exactly what's going to happen to them. So they won't share the gospel to the safe people. You know what I'm saying? You want to share the gospel to the safe people. Why don't you go over to Africa and them unknown tribes and Papua New Guinea and go share the gospel? Why are you trying to share it with me that I've been doing this my whole life? You know what's going to happen. Why they run their mouth. Swear. Oh, yeah, I know. That's why I said I wasn't going to never preach anyways. And I kept telling people, even if I did preach, I wouldn't preach to you. I would be in Monte Carlo somewhere, dude. I would be in Naples, Italy, over there with them, preaching to them in the vineyards. I wouldn't even have a ministry where I got a building. I would be outside in the wilderness like Jesus was, just preaching with people and doing the community service. What in the world do I want to sit down with a bunch of hungry looking niggas and go preach to them for? Like, bro, what in the world I want to sit here for with Negroes in Mississippi? You are proven for 59 years you ain't gonna do nothing. Is it just me? Or have you always noticed the worst of the worst people in your life is the ones that trying to tell everybody what they should be doing? A nigga with a crap channel trying to tell you how to run your channel. Somebody with no word is trying to tell you how to live the word. Some idiot that can't get out the trenches is trying to tell you about you living outside the trenches. It's funny because, like I said, I'll be serious, but it's just like it's mad annoying. I thought people was just playing before, man. I did not know how dumb people was, so I did this channel, bro. People are stupid. That's not even a joke. People are stupid nowadays. Like, bro, you like stupid, not stupid with the STUPID, stupid with the STOOPID. Like stupid. And it's like mad dumb, dude. The stuff they say, man, it's just like, bro, you are like so dumb. I know why white people do what they do to y'all, man. I ain't even mad at white people no more, dude. I'm not even mad at no more, bro. I will pay white people to call you a nigger. I will pay them to come taunt you because you ain't gonna do nothing about it. You just sit there running your mouth. Have you noticed that, bro? They literally just they sit there running their mouth. Like stupid, like how 6ix9ine say stupid. Like that's how I say it. They literally just sit there running their mouth. And I said that's exactly what they do to y'all for 40, 50 years, because they know you're gonna run your mouth, holler and cry about it for another 50 years and ain't gonna do nothing about it. Yeah, the power to some of these little YNs, boy, we would have done ended a lot of this racism, man. Would have done ended a lot of these white people trying to get bold with us, man. We give it to these old Jesse Jackson type Negroes, Reverend Al Sharpton type Negroes. They're gonna try to be deep online because you want a word. You're trying to give everybody a word because they want to be relevant. You ain't helped your community one time, boy. You think you doing something by telling everybody they going to hell? Like that's what you've been saying for 50 years. And I'm like, well, brother, some people might be going there, but you live there. It's called Mississippi. How a nigga that live in Alabama gonna tell somebody where they going? Look where you live at. You live on literal hell on earth, and if you die and don't get right, you going to literal hell there too. I would be worried about where I live at now too. That was the worst of the worst. Well, I ain't had one person from Monte Carlo come say nothing to me, man. I ain't had one person from Brussels or the Leaning Tower of Pisa come say nothing to me. Only one certain demographic of people that can't afford to go over there. They don't even want to get on a plane to go over there. We gonna give black folk a bad name because we gotta deal with niggas. Like, ain't black folk, man, it's niggas. I live to offend and hurt every nigga I see, man. I do not care. I do not care. That internet ain't gonna save you, man. They're trying to preach the gospel, trying to be deep. Everybody's not gonna save you either. You had enough money and you had a visa enough to go over to North Korea, boy, they'll launch a whole drone at you. They'll nuclear strike you on that corner. You will see how much your gospel that you think you know works over there. That's one thing about it. They take the internet. It's gonna be one good thing they do because they're gonna silence these little weirdos. That's why I'm like, nah. I think that's the way it's getting set up now. Remember, the ones that run their mouth, they're gonna be the ones that give a bigger account, man, because they run that freaking mouth of theirs. So when the persecution really does come, I'm pointing them out. Hey, y'all know them over there? They keep talking about the gospel over there. You know them over there, but they can't shut up about people. They told everybody they're going to hell. There they go right there. See, they got a video. They got a video. They just said that. That's why I said it's gonna backfire and come get you. When it comes time to rat people out, who you think gonna get ratted out on first? Most real Christians are probably not gonna get ratted out on. It's the ones that can't shut up. The ones that be on the internet slander and talking crazy about people. Do you think everybody gonna be cool with them? They gonna be like, hey man, I'm calling the government. I'm calling somebody. Tell them where they is. The real ones most likely are gonna have a remnant and escape to go somewhere. Like I said, they gonna be smart enough to discern. The ones running their mouth ain't gonna be smart enough to discern. So they go through real persecution. You're gonna see how strong they are. That's why I told you. I said, bro, you go any and everywhere that you want to go, man. Stop this black stuff. Stop this race stuff, man. Go anywhere in the world that you want to go. We no longer doing this. We stick with our people, our good black people. We stick with them. I said, but bro, when you want to do something in the world, you go there. We gotta live in Mississippi because everybody live in Mississippi, dude. You gotta stay there just because your family there, bro. I would move just because my family is there. My whole family's spread out now, bro, because we grew up so close on each other. I will go around any ethnicity in the world if I want to go. Boy, ain't nobody gonna tell me otherwise. Low key pisses you off, man. You get around all ethnicities of people. You see how they treat you, love you. You get around a common nigga. Always got something negative to say, man. See exactly what you doing with your little bro crappy life. I see exactly what's going on with you. What's up, you? Oh, man, go anywhere and everywhere that you love, bro. That's all that matters now. There's plenty of Gentiles all over the place. I don't even call them Gentiles, man. They the people of God, bro. Anybody that show me love is people of God. I don't care about no color, no Hebrew stuff no more, man. Please, that stuff not even matter. The main people that's supposed to be your people, boy, they fight you more than anybody else. True Hebrews are the ones that love God and love you. Don't care what you said. See how this color stuff that got Negroes in trouble already, man. Imagine that. I got more love from a Mexican, man, than I got from my own people. How does that work? Put around white people that ain't got a problem with me in the world, boy. They love on you and treat you right and love you, and they just got the love of God and everything, man. You get around your common local Negro, man, they hate you, just can't stand you. I said, you ain't got to tell me otherwise, boy. When I got the opportunity to move, nigga, I move. You don't got to tell me to move. I know now where everybody try to get at that community, man. You got a lot of Mexicans dealing with that too with their people. They try to get away from their people. Some of their people too, but they do that. White people have been doing that. They tired of their people too, so they go move and get away from them as well. That's why they go travel the world. They tired of being around their people. Everybody gets like this, dude. The Negroes gonna make you feel bad because you don't live around your kind. Like, boy, I want to be away from everybody but my kind. I want to meet everybody other than my kind. I've been around y'all white people for the longest. Let me meet other people in the world. I mean, I hate people because I don't want to be around Jews. This means I want to go see what's out there. Why we were scared, scared for years to travel outside of Louisville, man, because we thought it ain't nothing else out there for us. This is all we know. It's all we're gonna be on the block, living in the hood with everybody. They didn't just stay in one spot in the Bible, man. I told you, man. They knew all type of people, man. Grecians, Romans, the land of Thessalonia, Galatia. Like they went to all type of places, man. Modern day Persia, like bro, they went all type of places. They did not just stay in one spot. It didn't just say Jesus knew Jewish people. It said Jesus knew everybody. Jesus ain't get killed by no Romans. I get killed by no Asians. He got killed by his own people. His own people hated him, dude. Remember, Pontius Pilate was Roman, dude. And even Pontius Pilate said, bro, I don't even know what's wrong with him. Ain't nothing wrong with dude. He's cool. I don't see no fault in him. What's wrong with him? Same thing people say, I don't know what's wrong with you, Steve. What'd you do wrong? Because some idiot can't shut up. It didn't say the Romans said kill Jesus. It said the Jews said kill Jesus. His own people. There's a lot of mixed predictions about Pontius Pilate. They was like, well, he did agree to have Jesus. I'm like, but bro, I think at the same time, Pontius was kind of like, he did say he didn't see no fault in him. He didn't even want to do it. He was like, bro, I don't even see what's wrong with him. Like, that's why I said, see, real recognizes real, man. If Jesus was a crook or a criminal, they would have been like, oh, yeah, get him. But when you standing there and you ain't said a word, ain't even did nothing wrong, it's like, he ain't got nothing to prove. Bro, I told you there was times people came over, I didn't even know anybody said nothing. Because again, I don't watch that stuff. I don't watch what everybody talk about. Somebody's like, well, I heard you from somebody else that was saying something. I'm like, I don't know nothing about that. Bro, I'm around Mexicans all day. I'm not care. I like them better. I like them way better. They said, well, I came over here and seen that you ain't like that. Somebody said you hated your father. I'm like, when did I ever say that? They said, I can tell you don't hate your father. Obviously, I don't hate my father. I would have never did a video on him if I did. Only a nigga said that, though. A nigga said that. That's why I said shout out to all the ethnicities in the world, boy. Shout out to all the ethnicities in the world that I've never seen and the ones that I have seen. I have such a great respect for y'all, man. I'm not even playing, dude. Shout out to my good black folk. Shout out to the good people in general, man. Because you get a lot of idiots that come over and talk. That's why it's hard for God to use your local common Negro because they talk too much. You're not gonna sit here and argue with you when you live in Alabama, boy. Ethiopia got the world's oldest Bible. I'm trying to go over there and see that. Ethiopia got a strong Christian nation. I'm trying to go over there and see that. Ethiopia got some of the world's original pictures. I want to go over there and see that. You can have Alabama roll tide for yourself, because you can have Mississippi for yourself. I want to go see that. You don't get those things by arguing with Negroes. Remember, I told y'all, you know how you deal with Negroes? Like I said, a lot of times you don't even say nothing. Negroes can't stand when they don't get recognition. They can't stand that. They came in my chat all the time, man, trying to holler. Oh, my homie texting me. I ain't heard from him in a minute, man. I said they came over in the chat trying to holler at me, trying to get mad about stuff, and guess what? I never even responded. It makes them more mad when you don't respond because they want to do something to hurt you. They want to do something to make you react. And I treat them like the little ape that they are. I make you feel like an ape, dude, because you're stupid. See? And then look at you. You look dumb. And then guess what happens when they can't get you? They want to fight everybody else. Some Thoughtarama can't get her way over here trying to holler at me, can't get at me. Now she want to holler at my people in the chat. Or cussing people out because I wouldn't respond to it. You see how stupid you are? You think I care one bit about hurting people's feelings? More, please. My goal is to hurt one Negro feelings every day. If I can hurt one Negro feelings every day, I'm doing my job. If you ain't talking about me, I ain't doing my job. Some of that to make you grow up, man. Get out of your comfort zone. Well, if I ain't never been nowhere, I probably wouldn't have cared. You know what I'm saying? But I said because I've been several places, your mindset is so much bigger. I tell everybody, like, bro, do not waste your time and your effort, man, dealing with people who don't want to change. Some people just don't want to change. I'll be crying over a family that don't like us. Boy, please. I will go get another family, man. I'll have my technical family over here. I love my family, but if you don't like me or you don't agree with me, whatever, man. Whatever. I spend my holidays with people that treat me like more family than you are. I got one of my friends dealing with that now, man. She's dealing with the same thing. She got a biracial child, dude. She white, and her baby daddy Jamaican. And her mama is the worst person ever. Cute little daughter, real cute little girl. Her mama is mad because her child is biracial. Treats her like the worst. Don't like her dude's family. Don't like them because they black. All type of derogatory. And she told me on Thanksgiving, she said, this is the last Thanksgiving I spend with my mama. She was like, this is the last Thanksgiving I ever spend, or any holiday I ever spend around my family. She said they are just the most atrocious, nastiest people. She said, bro, my kid has to sit here and watch it. Her kid's like 2. She's just turned 2. She was like, I don't want an environment for my child like that. And I told her, I said, it's okay. And I said, what you gonna start doing? She said, I'm gonna start getting around friends. People. I said, yeah. I said, listen to me. Your friends and people that you don't know is gonna treat you better than your own family. I promise you. Get around people like that. You can have you a Friendsgiving every single year. Those are better. You stuff with your hell-raising family, man. You think somebody gonna keep doing this for the next 20 years? So I said, white people be doing this with each other too. They be doing this. See, even they are trying to get away from their people. See, I told you, everybody trying to get away. People are looking at them because they coming over to talking to black people. They like, oh, they just trying to take black people. And I'm like, no, it ain't just that. Some of them are tired of their people, bro. I talked to some white girls, and they said the reason why they start talking to black dudes is because they was like, first off, y'all more good looking and interesting. And they said, second of all, we tired of our people. She said, we are tired of the way they treat us. We are tired of the way that they look at us. They talk bad about everybody. They fight their own people because they like, bro, y'all mad racist. Y'all wrong. They stick up for a lot of people, bro. I told you, not all white people are bad like you think. So that's why they get around everybody else, man. If you see a lot of white people, they are so just, the ones that's loving, they just love everybody. Whatever color you they do that because they tired of the way they people that they come from are like. And they all say that my people are just racist, they wrong, you know what I'm saying? They got a lot of hate in their heart. I said, they ain't got no fear with speaking out against their people. They ain't got no fear with standing up with what's wrong. And if they got to make their friends and family, friends, they new family, they'll do that. And that's just the same way that I am. I'm like, bro, I will make my friends my new family if y'all can't act right. Ain't nothing wrong with like my mom or my brother or sisters. But I'm saying, but some sides of the family, the sides of the family, you don't go over the sides of the family, you wouldn't even step in there to get a plate. Them type. The sides of the family that preyed on your downfall for the last 20, 30 years, them people. Them types of family. That's all I know. I'm like, no. I ain't gonna forget what y'all did. Some of y'all, what y'all said. You want to be sorry? You tell me that, and you gonna tell everybody else that you spread them negative words to that you sorry. You tell everybody else and your mama what you said. Don't try to come on now 30 years later when you realize you're wrong. Hey, well, ain't no hey. Ain't no hey. You purposely wanted us to fail, man. You purposely wanted us to go ahead and mess ourselves up. Now you go tell everybody in your mama that you ran your mouth to. You go tell them what you said. Go back, go back to your brother and confess to them. Don't come to me now. You want to show me you're really sorry? Go back to everybody and take back them words. Anybody that ever talked about me online or said something they realize that they wrong, well, don't say sorry to me. Go make a video and tell the world that you're sorry. That you wanted to slander us on TV. You go tell all them that you're sorry and then come tell me you're sorry, and then I'll think about it. Negroes do the worst hell raising, just man, I was just tripping, cuz. Like, no, you weren't just tripping. You weren't just tripping. You knew what you was doing. Super sad. That's why I told people, I said, bro, don't mention no color around me, boy, please. Don't ever do that to me. That's why I said I don't care about nothing. But do you know some of the greatest love I've gotten was from the foreigner? Do you know what I'm talking about? Some of the greatest love and support that I get is from the foreigner. I don't even call them foreigners, bro. It's like this is different people, different cultures, bro. No, we just talking. Just talking, that's all. Got mad love from any and everybody, man. You feel me? Told you the whole 2020, man, that showed me. I told you the 2020 really showed me how much spine Negroes got. That showed me. I fought more of my people that year, man, than any white people, any Trump, any police, any system, anybody. I fought more of them that year than anybody else. That's sad. Sad. You know what that felt like to be alone, standing for a cause, and you feel like you by yourself? You have any idea what that felt like? Because I literally took a bullet for the cause, dog. I was serious, man. I got out the hospital 2 days later and still out there trying to make, because I wanted to be about something. You know what I mean? I wanted to feel like I was standing for something right. Now, ain't nobody personally getting me. Niggas are. I wanted to feel like I was doing something right. And then I come over here and my own people are attacking me. Your own people looking at you like you're crazy, man. Your own people sitting there trying to rob you. I couldn't hang with them because they couldn't act right. They pissed off everybody in me on top of it. You definitely couldn't be around the white people around that time. You know who the one that took me in? The Mexicans. The Mexicans. They the only ones that showed me love. They're the only ones that didn't look at me crazy. They're the only ones that didn't make me feel like I was nothing. You feel me? They understood my cause. They understood me being a person. They never looked at me like a nigga. They loved me. They showed me a great time. They brought me in like I needed somewhere to go. Mexican love me more than my own people. I know how. I know exactly how. The same way that everybody else loved Jesus except his own people. The same way that he could do many miracles in his own and everywhere else in the world, but he couldn't do it in his hometown because people like that, people that was related to him. That's why. Same reason Joseph, his dreams didn't get taken serious because of the people he was around. That's the same stuff. Common weirdos. You be a nomad in a nomad in a new man's land, dude. And you go out there and get mad love and mad respect. Bro, I had Turkish people have my back. Turkish. Who you know from Turkey? Who you know? Irish people. You understand what I'm saying? Huh? You try to get your own people to stand with you for one thing, and that is too hard. That is too hard. And I said 2020 definitely showed you that. And that's why I said, and you know what I did after 2020? I took all these Negroes, white cars, black cars, whatever. I said, you do not got the right to say nothing about white people. You don't got the right to say nothing about black issues. You don't got the right to talk about interracial. You ain't got the right to say jack. You showed where your spine was, so don't try to come and talk now when you need to talk. I don't nobody want to hear. You showed us how much Black lives really matter. You showed us how much we actually mean to you. You don't get a right to say anything. So now you see why the local common Negro talk, I don't listen to nothing they say. Because you did not stand with us when we needed somebody to stand with us. What's up, bro? So that's why I said, I'm like, listen, we love our people. We stand with our real folk. But I told you, man, go where you love. Go anywhere in the world where you love, dude. Stop this stuff. Stop it. Do not risk your mental capacity, your spiritual capacity, or your happiness because you think you have to deal with weird Negro individuals. Go anywhere in the world where they see you at, boy. If you cannot, I told you, if I can't find a good black man in the United States, go overseas and find a black man over there. Go anywhere, bro. Find anybody. Stop this colorism, man. Stop this ethnicity stuff. Stop. You will get more love from an Italian than you get from your own people. Ain't no Italian try to run up and rob me. Why is that? Ain't no Italian in my comments hollering and angry about stuff. Why is that? No, think about that. Why is that? You can't name the last Italian that did something to you. Can you? You can't name the last Russian that did something to you. Can you? You name one, I'll shut up. I'll wait. That's why I said, like, no, we know stuff that's going on. We ain't gonna like we don't know what's going on here. Got mad at the man Moses because he married an Ethiopian. It's like, bro, why you mad at him for? What's that a problem for? Last I checked, they was black back then, and the Ethiopians are black. What's the problem? Because they're from one land over? Like, is that it? You tell me they had racism back in the Bible too? And I told you, have you seen Ethiopia? I always thought Zipporah off of the Prince of Egypt was fine. So I'm like, if she looked anything like that in real life, do you think he wouldn't choose her? Do you know what Ethiopians look like? That's the same equivalent to them getting mad at some dude choosing a white girl, choosing a Mexican. What's that got to do with you? Crazy. Well, people ask me, they be like, what would your people think? What do I care what my people would think? Whatever color you is, man. That's my choice. Who care about this little black stuff? Like, boy, please. Look, man, look. We like whoever we want like. I will go with whatever woman in the world I want to go with. I don't care what my mama feel or how my daddy felt about it, or how my people feel about it. I never cared. You know how I got through life? I never cared. I don't live my life in the shadow of somebody else. I like what I like and I do what I do because I said so. I said so. I don't care about how white people. I don't care about what mama said, what daddy said. I don't care about none of that. You got your time to find your love now. Let me find mine. Let me find what suits me. I don't care what you like. It's not about you. It's about what I like. You don't choose a woman for me. I choose for myself. I mean, let y'all families make y'all feel bad, man, because you come in with somebody of a different color. They ain't somebody that you think they would approve of. Man, so what? They got you 25 or you're 25, man. I told you I love my mama, but the day mama ever disrespect my wife, I'm done with her. I'm done with anybody that disrespect my woman. We ain't children no more, man. We do not let people run us, man. We are grown. Y'all listen to weirdos on the internet. Because I'm 31 years old. You think I'm listening to some nigger on the internet? He was not there during the hard times, man, the hardships. He was not there. He gonna come and give out word and spew knowledge, man, please. Spew knowledge in that cash app. There's a lot of word and giving. Give to that cash app. You want to talk a super chat? There it goes. There's the sowing the seed ministry right there. You want to help me out? Stream my music. Go do that. Keep that little crappy garbage, no good word, because you ain't good at it. So y'all know how people are reading the word and skipping over these stories. Like they don't see how these people was. Backbiters, backstabbers, complainers, murmurers. Who does that sound like? Like, bro, who does that sound like? It's crazy. People mad about everything now. Like, we can't have nothing. You mad at Moses because he married to Ethiopian? You're mad because he got y'all in the wilderness. It was better than Egypt. Y'all just mad about everything. Can't win. And I couldn't have been Moses. I would have drowned every last one of them fools. But I would have took them back to the Red Sea, to Egypt, and then swallowed them up with the water. Stupid. If anybody I felt sorry for was Moses, man. He didn't get to make it to the promised land dealing with Negroes. And people want you to sit here and pass and say you can deal with more Negroes. Nah, I don't think so. It's mighty funny. You know what's funny? It's mighty funny. People want you to get on here and preach. And I said, okay, I got a word for you. You want to know what your word is? Let's talk about weirdos. See, people don't want you to hit them issues. No, give me a tap dance and feeling, Steve. You don't give me a word, Steve. And I said, then I give him a word. Okay. Don't listen to weirdos. Avoid spiritual weirdos. See how people don't like that, but you want me to be a pastor, though. Do you see the two-facedness? Do you see that? You can't stand me talking about people like you, but you want me to pastor. So which one is it? Which shows you don't care about the word of God. You just like theatrics. Because when I'm hitting your weirdo issues, see, that's what pastors do, right? Pastors hit weirdo issues, right? So when I'm hitting the issue, why you got a problem with it? So then you wouldn't have liked me as a pastor. Dummy. Stupid. Tells on stupid self. You see that? Oh, that's funny, ain't it? Yeah, that's funny. Crazy. But you want a word. Well, these spiritual weirdos are so stupid. You want a word, though, but that's your word right there. You can't stand it. I said you couldn't last 10 minutes on the Pastor Daughter. You could not last 10 minutes. Y'all presume like you know the man. You wouldn't last 10 minutes around the dude. He had people crying. Literally crying. But you want me to be a pastor. And that's why I said, if I was, I'd be a pastor over in Ethiopia. They'll take you serious. I'm still here, y'all. YouTube numbers is lying again. Get my confidence up. I feel like people just ain't tired enough. I got tired of listening to Negroes living around them. So what do I do? Pack it up and move somewhere else. I told you, one day you're going to get tired enough. You just ain't tired enough yet. You put up with your family now because you just say you ain't tired enough yet. One day you're going to be sick and tired of it. You're going to be sick and tired of that relationship, all of that stuff, man. Dealing with people that ain't trying to change, that ain't trying to do nothing. Why am I going to waste my life with you? Boy, I ain't getting no younger. Wasting your life with a Negro that don't see your potential, that don't care about you. Well, I told you, why you think people go to other ethnicities, man? Because they see people that see them with potential. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Black folk worst enemy is another black person. Don't care what you say. Don't care what you say. Ain't no white people. A black person's worst enemy is each other. This is before the dawn of Jim Crow and before the dawn of slavery. They was doing this back in the biblical times. They was all black and they still did this. So I don't want to hear about no white people. It's you niggas. Envy comes in the DNA, boy. And enough white power in the world, man, to make you do this. You did this. What's up, bro? We talk every time we get something nice and we get something, we can't say nothing about it because we taunting. And we making people feel bad. Yeah, I make people feel bad. Yeah, I do. It's the same people that made us feel bad growing up. Same people that broke everybody else's heart and feelings because they told you was never going to mount up to nothing, never going to be nothing. Looking at you like you're crazy because you chasing the very just your dreams. It was a thing that God gave you.
and you chased that, and people looked at you like you was crazy. Why you think I go stupid at this music, man? People told me for years that ain't no job, dude. For years that ain't reality. And look, I'm living a reality. Making money off my reality. And people told me that was never gonna be a possibility. Yeah, that'll be the day. Yeah, I do get on here and brag about what God did. God made that possible. And that goes into what I'm saying. He created you to create. And if everything that you got, that you look down on, that you do all the time, is a thing that you're supposed to be doing. He created you to create. He didn't create you to listen to Negroes, listen to your mama. He created you to create, dude. God gave you a gift, not your mama. Your mama gave you birth, but God put you in her in the first place to give birth. You listen to what he told you. The very thing that your people said that you shouldn't do is the thing you should be doing. Nah, see, that ain't a possibility. If they ever say it's not a possibility, it's a possibility. Y'all just ain't tired of listening to people, bro. Like y'all ain't tired of it. I got tired of that. It's mighty funny. Everything that I wanted to do that I was supposed to be doing that I said was a possibility that ain't possible. But the very jobs I didn't want to work, the very things that I didn't want to do, they told me when I see it'd be a possibility. They got you doing something you ain't even good at. That's why I tried out for the fire department, trying out for the police department, the FBI, the DEA, the National Guard, the Army, trying out for everything because people kept telling me that would be a good idea. But I already had a good idea. I already had something that was a good idea that I was supposed to be doing anyways. But that's not reality. That's not real enough. Crazy. And then you see why I said I never listen to anybody in my life. If you ain't further than me and you ain't better than me, I do not listen to you. Some internet little dumb nigga that can't shut his mouth, I will never heed the words of a weirdo. I will never heed words of a nigga in my life ever again. Yeah, I said nigga. I would never in my life heed the words of a nigga. Because look what happens when you do. I ain't playing no more, man. That's why I don't care if I hurt nobody feelings no more, man. I don't care about a nigga. I'm gonna hurt every nigga named Mama feelings right now. Care about your feelings, but I'll say this to your face too. Tired of people like that, man. They put everybody down. Got the whole community in shambles, man. That's why our boys is running to the streets killing each other, man, because they had dreams of being a barber when they was young, trying to do something. And some nigga told them it wasn't possible. It's you old niggas, man. Y'all the problem. You old niggas is the problem, dude. We get rid of you niggas, man. We'll actually do something. Shut y'all up enough. We'll get somewhere. Put down everybody's dreams and stuff, man, because you can't make no money. You can't get off that block yet. You sitting here putting everybody else down. I can't stand that stuff, man. Spirit of a nigga, if I ever seen one. Care about your feelings. Talking crazy for 20 years. We got to care about your feelings, damn man, please. I don't like niggas with a passion, boy. I don't. That's why I say this is what these white people are for. I don't complain about these white people no more. Don't y'all complain about these white people. They meant for them. They meant for them. That's some good that comes out of it. That's why I said, like, it ain't all bad. Like, they just going out to all of us. Like, no, they going to get them niggas. I'll tell them personally, like, look, man, I don't like y'all don't like me, but there's some people we all don't like. Both of us don't like them. They're going to end up igniting the truce. It might be a truce that it be ignited because these type of Negroes get tired of them. People are skipping over in the Bible, man. They kept running their mouth, dude. These idiots couldn't shut up. Why you think Moses was the only one that got chosen to go on the mountain, man? Moses was the only righteous one for real. He was the only one that God could trust. People whispered, the people murmured. That's all they do. Negroes sit there and talk. Look, man, you run that mouth, man. That mouth get people in trouble all the time, boy. You think I'm gonna shut up on my blessings? Absolutely not, man. Every time God do something, I promise you I'm gonna get her and see. We got too many Negroes talking, man. Too many Negroes running their mouth. That's why I'm like, no, I said, God, you've been too good to me for me not to get on here and say stuff. You got people talking on you your whole life. You get blessed and you're sitting there dead quiet. Ain't telling nobody, ain't letting nobody know. Like, boy, please, I'm going to let the whole world know this. Oh, I feel good because a Negro said I wasn't going to mouth. No, it feel good because a Negro said God going to kill me. And look what he did. Yeah. What's up with that word, boy? What's up with that testimony, boy? Yeah, look at you living in Mississippi, you broke nigga. Look at you. Look at your mama, Negro. Can't get out the hood, but you sitting here talking about what God gonna do. You always don't know God enough for yourself to get out the hood. You won't talk. Some of us made it out. And some more of us is gonna make it out. We ain't trying to be like you. You know why I work so hard? Because I don't want to be like you. You know the real reason why I work hard? I don't want to end up like you. I do this because I don't want to end up like certain people. That's the reason I say stuff and talk the way I talk. I don't want to end up like you. A loser, a nobody, a waste of space, a wasted talent. Crazy. Hold on. Yeah, I'm only dealing with people that's ready. I ain't like I said, I ain't wasting my time no more with nobody else that ain't serious, bro. I told you, if you ain't real about nothing, I ain't got nothing to say to you. We got niggers that want to change. That's cool with me. The ones that don't, good luck to you. Everybody might not make it. Well, then everybody might not make it out there. What do you want me to tell you? I ain't responsible for Negroes. I'm only responsible for me and mine. And the ones that want to join me on the quest, they got the same mentality. You are more than welcome to come. Everybody ain't gonna make it to the promised land with you, and I don't care anyways. You ain't my problem. You know my favorite thing in life to say now, you ain't my problem. That ain't my problem. Well, Steve, I need a pastor. That ain't my problem. You ain't getting one from me. When you gonna like that ain't my problem. You ain't my responsibility. So don't ask. Sucks for you. You better go figure out how to get it. We gotta figure out our own way. Go figure out your own way, boy. I'm not handicapping you because you too stupid to go do stuff on your own. You better learn how to do stuff. Because you best believe when it comes to apocalyptic time, Steve is taking care of his and his only. Maybe the ones that do need some help that they ain't eligible for nothing, I'll do something for them. But I said the ones that's able, but they sitting there just idiots. I'm not helping you. Carry your own water, man. Carry your own self. Yeah, I know. And that's why I said it's gonna be on them. That's gonna be on them. You're not in 1947 no more, dude. We in 20, almost 26. And you still doing the same dumb stuff, boy, that's not my problem. If a Negro stuck by now, you stuck because you want to be. I don't care what you say, boy. You are stuck because you want to be. Ain't enough white people to stop you from doing nothing. You are in situations because of you. Hear that stuff, man. People keep running their mouth. Hating on us more than anybody else. That's why we can't get nowhere. But we going to get somewhere with or without you. I would rather without you. Honestly, I don't even care. Some of y'all might not care too much, but I do. I said, listen, man, I told you I'm multicultural. I get around all cultures, ethnicities, all type of people, man. I go where I'm loved. You hear me? I go where I'm loved. I don't care about no color stuff no more. We got pride with being Hebrew. We love that, but I said I don't care about any of that no more. I never did. Like I said, I love God because he's black, and I loved him when I thought he was white. I don't care about any of that, dude. What's color got to do with anything, man? Getting hated by your own kind, boy. What do I care because we Hebrew? If I'm getting hated by my own Hebrew folk, do you think I'm going to stay there? Obviously not. There's one thing I wish Daddy would have did a long time ago, man. Move straight out of Louisville sooner. I was trying to move out of Louisville sooner. I just couldn't at the time. I said, but I was trying to get him to do it. Like trying to be there and waste their life. It's one thing I can say, man. At least Daddy didn't die in the city. He died in the countryside, at least on the outskirts of Louisville, somewhere that was nice. Don't nobody want to take their last breath in that putrid city. I thought about it. I almost took my last breath in that city several times, dude. Man, that would have been terrible. I don't want to take my last breath ever, but I said, but bro, I definitely don't want to take it there. Stuff is crazy. Go where you love that, man. Go where people cherish you, man. I don't care the race, ethnicity, whatever. If you got to go on the other side of the world, man, if you got to go to Antarctica at this point, who cares? Anybody that love you, man, anybody going to be around you that love you, I'm for. I see some Ethiopian Christians this morning, boy. I turned on my timeline. Never seen that before. Never seen that. They singing in whatever language that is, like sitting there with this sound I ain't never heard. Beautiful sound, dude. I said, man, I'm trying to go over and be around them. I ain't trying to go around and be around no niggas, man. I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of white people. I'm tired of everybody. I'm tired of this. So colorism, tribalism stuff. I'm tired of it, bro. It's the stupidest stuff in the world, man. People, get off me. That's what I'm saying. It's about finding the people that love you, that love your Lord. Shoot. Get around some Africans, man, experience some African love. They ain't never had no issue with me. They ain't never had no problem with me. Why is that? Yeah, but why is that? There's only one demographic that seem to have a problem with everything you do. Why is that? Offended by everything, ashamed of nothing. That's beyond sad. Shoot. You're absolutely right. That's why I said even your own blood family, man, barely even treat you right. That's why you think people have a lot of these Friendsgivings now? Because they don't want to be around their family. And the people they have that with is more family to them than their family could ever be. I don't blame them because, like I said, I just had a Friendsgiving for Thanksgiving because I was in, I didn't go back home. And I said, bro, I would have thought this was like my real family. People treat you so much love and everything, man. These Puerto Ricans, these are Nigerians, these is Mexicans. Some of them was like Polish and stuff. Like, bro, I'm talking about people that I ain't never seen, man. They was cool. Africans in there, like, bro, come on, man. And we all had a great time. I said, yeah, you couldn't tell me nothing. I said, boy, please. You think I'm gonna go over that side of the family house that's hellish? And please. Y'all people be worried about they gonna talk about me this year. Man, let them niggas talk, man. I'll let a nigga talk. On the internet, family, people know me, I don't. Boy, I'm around every ethnicity I want to be around. And I love it that way. Talk where you want, but talk from the other side of the world. You can talk from Mississippi where you at. Go on the other side of the world. I'm going on the other side of where you talk over there. And when I understand Russian, you can speak some Russian to me and say what you got to say. So born dead English language, man. Nobody wants to speak English no more. That stuff sucks. That's why I say United States is the most boring place in the world, man. The language sucks. The people suck. The entertainment sucks. Everything sucks, man. Ain't even many states you want to live here anyways. Get around somebody that speak a language you ain't never heard, man. I'm like, people are way more advanced than us, way smarter than us. No, 2 or 3 languages. I surround myself with the foreigner all day. Boy, the foreigners better people than they got something we ain't even got. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't going nowhere where I'm tolerated. I'm going where I'm loved. People love you. I'm tired of some idiot, man. Oh, y'all, we know it. And that's why I say, Empress, we appreciate you. We love you for real. You like my big cousin. like my big cousin on my mama's side, man. That's why I was telling y'all I love this chat. I love this Discord. Because we got real family connections over here. You can't call your blood family for nothing. You can call us. You need prayer? We got you. You need support? We got you. You can call us for anything. We're going to always have your back. You come in the chat, hey, man, you need something? Okay, we got you. You need support? You need love? We got you. You need a funny, good time? Steve going to show you that. Come over to the community where the rest of us are. What's up, Denise? We got real love and real people over here. That's why I continue to do this channel, man, because it does influence a lot of people's lives, man. Some people didn't have this before this. You see how God took this channel, the same channel that people said God was going to take down, was going to judge something because they're an idiot. Some envy, no good, Osama bin Laden looking nigga, couldn't shut his mouth. And you see what God did? Little brother Jihad. Yeah, see, that's why I said keep running that mouth, boy. Keep running that mouth, you little no good prophet. Keep running that mouth, you little weirdo. I'm coming after every last one of you idiots that talk. Every last one of you niggas, I'm coming after y'all. Yeah, you've been warned. Every last one of you niggas talk. Watch. That's why I say, y'all think I'm bad now. Watch. You ain't seen nothing. Oh, it's somebody nigga that talk. I get to flex on you in real life and flex on you with God. Yeah. How's that word working, boy? How's that prophecy working, you stupid idiot? You no good Negro. How is that working? You stupid, no good Negro. Since you want to talk. Y'all want to keep saying what God's going to do. Let's go see what's going to happen. Let's go see what he do. I showed y'all what he did. So what you got to say now? Idiot. Boy, y'all sure never say that to my face. Oh, boy, you sure never say that to me. Yeah, I'm going to have some foods running in a minute. That's what this chat is for. Something that they can't be a part of. See, y'all got something they don't get. Yeah, they some broke prophets. Idiots. You listen to the word of God or the word of a weirdo. Which one you going to choose? Hold on, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. Pull up here, and I appreciate pull up here, and I appreciate y'all. Get it. That's why we're doing some big things, doing some really big things. Oh, which reminds me, since we talking, I did say we were going to start a prayer chat, right? Y'all still here? Y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all hear me. Oh, ow. Oh, Jesus. Itchy, man. Damn, itchy right there. Like, what it made the lashes. You heard? Okay, cool. I did say today I was gonna make a prayer chat. Did I not say that? Yeah. Chia, if you listening, I want you to be over my prayer chat. Since you good with that type of see, I told you everybody gets to have a place that they get to be over something. I said, see, you get to have a place to be over this since you so good with it. And Tanae's over my encouragement chat. Like I said, with the I don't even say mine, it's just ours. She's over that, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, I got Mike and Crystal, my head security moderators. We got Empress, the one that knows how to do all the therapy and everything we need. We need to having a time we need to just talk. We get over that. You feel me? And I said, Chia, I want you to be over my prayer chat since you're really good at that. You know what I'm saying? Play your part correctly. I told you, everybody has a part in here. See, we advancing. It's not just the main chat no more. We went from a main chat to like 5 other chats now. Creativity, encouragement, the main chat. Now we got a prayer chat. Probably gonna have another one in a little bit too. That's a great idea. And y'all can handle those things for me, so I ain't got to. This is y'all part to play. Y'all love this. I'm gonna give y'all something to do. Y'all see it as an honor to do it anyways. Y'all more ranked than some weird nigger on YouTube or some weird nigger on the street talking. We about to be in the biggest trolling season you've ever seen, boy. I told you. Oh man. And we about to be in the biggest abundance season we've ever seen too. Told you. So I said, I don't care who I hurt no more. I don't care about nobody's feelings. I don't care about none of that. Take offense to what I said or whatever. What? That's your problem. Do something about it. The weirdos sending they lapdogs over here because they want to spy on you. So y'all niggas are weird. I'm about to get some weirdo merch too. Don't worry, it's coming. It's coming. Yeah. The weirdo merch is coming. The spiritual weirdo merch is coming. Yes. The diss track is coming too. The audio visuals and the actual visuals are coming too. Don't worry, it's on its way. You weirdos. It's on its way. You ain't got to wait long now. It's coming. Swear. I'm about to offend people on purpose. Oh yes, I'm about to offend people on purpose. Oh my god, dude. An offense like you've never seen before. I'm about to offend so many people on purpose. Yes. Yeah, I was just talking about that last earlier today. I said we had that good combo last night. Very inspirational. See, that's what we get to have over here on this channel because we inspirational people. We're not spiritual weirdos like some idiots. Yeah, we got some good things coming. That's why I said like this is why I love the chat because we all get to be creative. We all get to do stuff on our own lane and our own nature. As I said, this goes in with what I'm talking about. We're creating. God made us to create. So go create. Quit listening to idiots, man. Stop listening to people. Create like today's the last day, dude. Literally. You do that. Go create. God gets glory out of your creation, man. So go create. You know it's gonna work when everybody tell you it's not gonna work. Exactly. The idiot free zone, all of that. I ain't wasting my time. Like, boy, look, we gonna create over here. I'm creating music in front of y'all every day. Creating new channels and chats for y'all every day. And with that creating, y'all get to get in there and create too. That's why I said I told y'all I gave y'all these chats. Have at it. Have at it. I'll be in there for a little bit. I'll disappear. Hey, have at it. Talk all day, all night if you want to. It's y'all's. You know, no chaos. No. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, we ain't got to worry about that. Because I know y'all ain't like it. And I don't know if you heard me earlier to you, but I want you to open this chat I'm about to make. You know what I'm saying? You monitor that for me. Now, everybody has a role to play. And now the chat and the channel is going to get bigger. I said it is a good idea to have a prayer chat, man, because a lot of people need prayer. They might not want to put it in the main chat with everybody knowing. You know what I'm saying? But there's people here that I trust that can take that over. They do this on a regular anyway. That's why I say y'all don't understand. This is why me and Chia get along so good because, like I said, we both are PKs. Like we both know what it's like to be a PK. We know weirdos when we see them. We know church games when we see them. We know craziness when we see it. So we're good at identifying the stuff that we know what to call out. I didn't realize how good I get along with other PKs. But when you grow up in it, you see the same things, and that's why we get along so good with people that's like us. And guess what's the main thing everybody said? People are weird. Exactly. There are weirdos in church. Freaking spiritual weirdos. An idiot that never came from church doesn't like you saying that because you're telling on their game. Some people think it's harsh. It's like, dude, you don't grow up in church and you don't know it's like. You didn't see the stuff behind the scenes. You don't see what goes on now. Just like you got weirdos at the job, and you got weirdos in the sport, and you got weirdos in the neighborhood, and you got weirdos when it comes to dating, you got weirdos in church too, man. It don't change. That's why I said everybody kept coming over. Well, you go, okay. Y'all want me to preach, right? You want me to preach? Now I'm going to do a series on exposing the weirdo. How about that? Now we're going to do exposing the spiritual weirdo. Since you want to talk, we're going to do a series on that now. There is your word, and there is your preaching. Don't ask for nothing else. Oh, yeah, see, you don't like that, though. You don't like that, though. Pick up a word, Steve. Preach. Okay, here you go. Here's your word. Here you go. There it is. Then we're going to talk about stuff you don't want to talk about, though. See, we're going to talk about you now. See, it's not funny. Don't say I didn't preach, though, since you want to talk. I don't want to hear nobody mouth. There you go. There's your word. You got it? Shut up. I can teach you every church game that I know, and I'm about to tell everybody to every church game that I know. I told you, because the actions of one idiot, it ain't just one, but it's just like one person really takes stuff too far. I done dealt with weirdos like it's enough. I mean, again, they ain't got no power, but they talk too much. And I told you, I can't stand a nigga to talk, so I'm just gonna taunt you. So now their whole game is about to get exposed from me to people who's been lied to, people who's getting bamboozled in church now by these crazy, crappy games. I'm about to show you who's real and who's fake, who to listen to and who not to listen to, what people mean when they say certain stuff. And that's why I told you, if any one of these nuts tell you God said, run from them people immediately. God never told them to say that. That's why they're dumb. And that's why they say God said, because they know nobody gonna listen to them say it. They want God to do something to you because they can't do nothing to you. Everybody talking about God's gonna kill you and stuff, that's because they can't kill you. They can't do nothing to you physically because they know you're gonna do something to them. So they try to come at you spiritually with it because they want people to get scared. And everybody wants, if they get in the cars, they're gonna be the day they get killed, or if they go outside, today's gonna be the day something happened to them. I said, boy, I beg to differ. It'd be funny if that same trap you set for me, you fell in it. And look at you, stupid. Yeah, you reap what you sow, idiot. See, look at you. Yeah, talking all that nonsense, and you went outside and got whooped. Somebody stomped you out. Yeah, that's funny to me. You talk too much. Yeah, don't let me find that out because I'm posting your pictures online. I'm posting it on my channel. Yeah. What's that talking you was doing? What's that running your mouth you was doing? Yeah, look at you. Yeah, you got whooped. Look at you. Whooped. So yeah, since they want to talk, and since somebody got an issue with me saying spiritual word, and then we're gonna get her to talk about spiritual weirdos. I'm exposed you to all the game since they want to talk. We don't even do this on this channel, but I said I'm gonna go ahead and expose you to all the game. I'm gonna tell you every church game that I know. You're gonna hear it firsthand from what we had to deal with. I'll tell you the exact people that Pastor Darby had to deal with. Y'all want to hear that? I'll tell you the exact people he had to deal with. That's why we know the game so good, because we had to deal with it. 23 years, you don't think we've seen it all? Like, bro, 23 years, you don't think we know this? So yeah, I'll always be exposing that game. And that's going to enlighten a lot more people to be like, yeah, don't listen to them. Don't listen to that word over there. Yeah, buddy's an idiot. He thinks because he said God said people going to listen to him. That's what they say. That's what they do to get people to listen to them. Should have just left me alone. Should have left us alone. See, then people get on there exposed and you're talking about you. It's not funny. See? You've been warned. It's actually still kind of warm out today. So I got a lot of comedy coming on this channel. I told you this channel is about to be really comedic. Remember I told you we going on a troll rant? Well, here we go. This is it. Not gonna say all the ideas I got, but I said, but you know what? In that saying, I'm pretty much just working on my music. I get to have fun and troll and do music and travel and love God and do everything at the same time. That's why I was touched this morning, man, when I seen the Ethiopian Christians over there, man, making this beautiful, joyful sound. I said, bro, it's a sound I ain't never heard or seen before. It's beautiful. I said, boy, I'm tired of the American Christian. Let me go over and see them over there. Let me see how they do stuff over there elsewhere. They are so cool over there. Beautiful women too. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. I was like, bro, I'm about to be Ethiopian scoop one. I ain't gonna lie to you, cuz I know I'm about to have my Zipporah. Shoot. Gorgeous. There's a reason we say international for it, man. We're not just talking, we mean that. We international, man, with everything, man, with the music. Even this channel is international. People watching overseas. Shoot. Why am I gonna dip the local common nigga? At this point, you couldn't pay me to deal with it. There's no amount of money in the world that I'm gonna waste my time dealing with Negroes. I dealt with it free for 30 years. I don't want to deal with it for no amount of money. This channel couldn't pay me enough. You personally couldn't pay me enough. I don't have a price on that. I don't want it. My peace is important. My sanctity is way more important than Negroes. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. I said, when we get to travel for a living and travel for fun and do what we want to do and get favor all over the world, you still be from Mississippi talking. I'll send you a postcard. I'll let you know what it's like overseas since you ain't never been. Yeah, nah, it makes sense why you said that, why it ain't all about that. Like, you know why it's not all about that? Because you can't afford a trip. That's why. It makes sense why you said it ain't about Christmas. Yeah, because you can't afford gifts and presents. That's why you don't like it. I'm trying to get y'all saved now. Like, boy, you saved because you broke. The minute you get some money, you going to turn your back on God. Watch. You saved up because that's all you got. Everybody ain't you. God didn't make us to be broke, you idiot. Maybe he made you to be broke, not us. Maybe you rich in the spirit. You ain't even rich in that. Crazy. That's why I said I'm like, bro, I just troll a whole bunch. I go do my music, do what God told me to do. I'm finna get in a relationship. That's what I'm about to do. That's what I'm on the verge of doing. Get with a woman so I can get over here. Still do the music and everything else, but I don't even want to get in here and talk about it. Boy, trying to get taken, man. I'm tired of being single. Dealing with these old weird gay Negroes, man, going on here mad with crotch watching you all day. Ain't nothing gayer than a crotch watching nigga. Boy, that stuff is that is mad, like just weird. At this point, not even a Puerto Rican no more, man. I told you I'm going overseas. I'm going somewhere further. Saudi Arabia, Lebanese or something. Like, man, Sudanese or something. Somebody just far on the other side of the world. We can get further away from all y'all and everybody else. I don't even feel comfortable with American women no more. I don't even like that stuff. I don't even like American culture. I don't even like English. I don't even want my woman to even speak English, dude. Like, I don't even like this language no more. This language sucks. We be thinking back in the Bible times, Jesus them spoke English, right, bro? They spoke like Hebrew. They spoke like, I think it was Yiddish or something. It was like some type of like language they spoke. They all spoke different languages. Nobody spoke English, dude. When the Tower of Babel came in, the only one that spoke English was probably some white dude named Todd or something. Like he was the only one that spoke English, and anybody that was kind of whitish enough like him, they went with Todd. And they all spoke English. The rest of them men spoke Yoruba and Edu and all type of stuff. Like they speaking interesting languages, dude. Me don't troll you. I'm so serious, bro. I'm about to go overseas, dude. My woman's overseas somewhere, probably. I just deal with y'all American women now. Talking about doing the big, boy. I don't care. And people want you to settle down with somebody in Louisville. They go to our Desert Ministry Church. I'm like, are you serious? Whole world out there. Everybody got their spouse from another land, dude. Like, bro, I told you, everybody got their spouse from another land in the Bible. Like, I don't deserve to go to Persia or Sheba or something, go find my queen or something. Oh, I can't find my Beyonce over here. Like, I gotta stick with you. Man, please. I got crazy options and I'm going to explore them. And you better too. I don't even got to stay in San Antonio, man, if I don't want to. That's why I want to buy a house out here. But I said, I don't necessarily need to buy a house out here, man. I can go live overseas. The minute I live overseas, I'm done with this. I don't even want to be on the internet like that no more. I told you, I'm trying to be like Thanos, man. I'm trying to be a tyrant on here, piss everybody off, make everybody mad. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. And then I'm gonna retire to my farm and go farm somewhere and get off of social media. I don't even want to be on social media no more, man. This blows. That's why I be looking at men of God, man. They be feeling bad because the sheep, the people be talking about. I'm like, man, don't feel bad because a nigga speaking on you. They went to your church in the first place because they broke. They ain't got no money. They can't do nothing right in life, man. That's why they tuning in the word now, dude, because they don't do nothing right ever. So why you worry about what somebody say about you? If it's my any advice to pastors, man, I tell you, man, like I said, my father was one and mama's one too. I said, if there's any advice to pastors I can give you, man, don't deal with people. I know you got to deal with people for a living, but I said, but listen to me when I tell you, when you got the hard headed ones, throw them out immediately. They're gonna slander you anyways. They're gonna slander you now, or they gonna wait till you die, or you get vetoed out, then they're gonna slander you. Like, bro, I'm telling you, it does not work. People don't have sympathy. So don't have sympathy on them either. Throw them out. You don't want to change, be gone. That's why I don't slander men of God, man. I don't go with this jargon. Everybody talking about men of God, bro. I don't talk about no pastors. None. You don't get the right to talk about a pastor, man. You don't even know them. See what people doing with my daddy. You see what they doing. You have no idea what these men of God did, man. They might not be as great as they once was, but they still did good stuff. What about the good stuff? Nobody ever wants to talk about that. I'll never slander a man of God, boy. I ain't got time for that, dude. I support them. You have no idea what they go through. Who cares what Joel Osteen did? Well, you don't know what Joel Osteen had to do to get where he got. You don't know that. You ain't never seen him do no ritual, so you don't know what he's doing. So shut up. Spent that much time on your family like you do Joel Osteen. You save him from dying out there in the street, putting needles in their arms and everything. But you sitting there worried about what a man of God is doing that ain't never met you. Idiots. Always got Darby name coming out your mouth. You did this much with your own family, boy. You saved them from dying right now. Worry about them in the street. Why you worry about us? What we doing? This obsession with us is gonna stop, man. You niggas are freaks. Got these old gay Negroes, man. Can't get off my crotch, man. We're watching and worry about everything that you're doing, man. They mad because you got that name. And I said, I don't even care about this name, dude. I do not care about Darby name. I do not care about none of that. It's not a flex, man. I gotta pay taxes like you. But I said, because it make Negroes mad, I told you, whatever make Negroes mad, I'm a flex. So now I'm gonna flex this name because it make you mad because you can't have it. I'm gonna flex this name on purpose just to make you mad. You will never have it. You will never be one of us, boy. You really mad at a Negro in the name? Go make a name for yourself, you weird idiot. What's the biggest gay activity I've ever seen, man? You won't have a legacy, so don't worry about it. You don't know what it's like to have a legacy, so shut your mouth. Stuff is crazy, boy. You're gonna be very shook one day when you in their face. It's gonna happen one day. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen one day. Or maybe not, because I'll be too busy overseas. I'll be too busy doing something big. I heard me say what I was gonna do, right? I'm telling you what I'm gonna do. Watch it. Watch it come to pass. Hold up. So yeah, that's why I said I just wanted to branch out and do stuff elsewhere. That's why I ain't really been telling anybody my moves. I ain't really been telling everybody where I'm going at, what I'm doing, because I don't want everybody over there. I'm glad people don't know my other stuff, my other channels, my music brand, because I don't want them freaks over there. They're not gonna support it anyways. One thing about a nigga, they're not gonna support none you do. So I ain't worried about it. I'm like, you know what, man? You keep your money. You keep your support. You wasn't gonna give it anyway, so I don't need it. And I don't even want it. If it comes at this price, I don't want it. Take your little crap subscription and go, man. I ain't charging nobody but $5. Some fat boy had a problem with paying $5 to get over the subscription. Like, bro, it was totally free. You didn't like, bro. It's mandatory if you want to get one or not. You don't even have to. So fat Binky from Arthur, man, had a problem with the memberships. Talking about your father would never like, nigga. We got a membership page over there too, you idiot. Not only are you fat, but you stupid too and fat. You old dumb idiot. You sitting there talking about a membership. Like, dude, everybody charges memberships, dummy. You're stupid, bro. This is dumb niggas are dumb, man. I can't stand niggas. I be counting down the days white people do what they do, man. Because like I said, if we all get it, you getting yours too. Y'all not escaping this. You not escaping this. Fat fool had a problem with a $5 membership. Like a $5 membership is gonna do anything. Man, like, I'm charging people $100, and if I wanted to, I could. I could charge whatever I want. I just don't. And that's for people to support me if they want to support me. They see how hard I work on the channel, how hard I do everything. I said, I know what it is. You mad because you ain't monetized because you ain't got no memberships. So anybody donate to your little crappy ministry. That's why. I said, all right, well, it's mighty funny you keep talking. Somebody get another man. Guess what happened after that? A couple of more people got memberships. See, stupid. See, stupid. Every time you talk, look what God does, dummy. You know what? Sometimes I don't like when niggas talk, but I like when they talk because that just means you're going to get blessed faster, man. Y'all are very insulting, man. Y'all are very insulting to us and to God, boy. Y'all think y'all are the only people that know how the universe works. You think you know how everything works in the world and the universe and the society and the solar system. You think you know. Now some old freaking nature thought came over here talking about God was gonna do something. He's punishing me like the rest of us. Like she getting punished. God gonna punish you and stuff. Somebody came in the next day and donated generously. You see how fast and swift you get blessed because somebody can't shut up. Let that be a lesson to anyone in the weirdos and spiritual weirdos and Negroes and dumb Negroes in your life that keep talking. See, every time they talk, you verse it off of what God's gonna do. Every time you talk, man, I'm like, oh my God, y'all so dumb. I'm really convinced Negroes are the slowest people on the face of the earth. Like, you cannot be this dumb. That's why I be scratching my head, because I really want to think people are playing. They are dead serious. That's the sad part about it. That's why I said I can't even argue with people like that. I can't even roast them. They are dead serious. You hurt now because you got your feelings hurt. Like, bro, if I say this stuff to you, you're going to go hurt yourself. Like, you are dead serious. It's not even a child. It's like beating up a child, dude. It's not even fun. It's easy to win against these type of idiots, man, because y'all so dumb. Oh my gosh, man. Dumbest of the dumbest. Stuff is crazy. It's really obnoxious. But I understand why it's obnoxious. You have to endure people messing with you, because that just means you're going to get blessed faster, bro. I promise you. Again, I was wondering why I was getting blessed so significantly, man, because people kept bothering me. I never did, bro. I don't care about you being a member. I would be begging 10,000 people to be members if that's what I really wanted. If I got $1 from everybody on this channel, I would have $1,000 or $10,400. I would be set for a good minute. I don't want your $10,400. If it come at this price, I don't want it. Crybaby Negro. It's like, bro, I don't want your stuff, man. Keep it. Even Daddy was like, he said, man, he said, keep your money. If you crying because you gotta give your tithes and offering, he said, man, keep it. Don't even give. Don't get out. It's like you gotta do so much. I don't even want it, man. You keep it. $5 membership, boy, and old Big Tubby boy had a problem with that. Till about the weight of his jaw and his lips and his stomach, he ain't never had a problem with paying $5 for a 4 for 4 with extra tax on it. He ain't had no problem with that, but he got a problem with a $5 membership. And I said, well, look here, Tubby, you weren't supposed to come over here in the first place. How you come over here, idiot? Over and meddling like you do. Like you meddling in your mama's kitchen cabinet, eating up all her food. That's the same thing you doing over here to my page, boy. This ain't for you. Weird individual. Yeah, all money ain't good money. I don't want your money. That's why I said keep it. Well, when everybody else get their money, I work for money anyway. So I'm like, well, please. I don't need your stuff. Niggas talk like they got so much to give. It's like, boy, you ain't got nothing to give anyways. Keep it. Playing about $5. Like, bro, I ain't ask you for it. And that right there shows the face of an envy Negro. You know why? Because they mad because you making money. Don't be a fool for the games. I told you I'm about to expose all the games. Because you got Negroes that can't shut up. Well, I'm gonna expose everybody to their games now. Now it's gonna be harder for them to run that game on people. When you come over here and you learn from me, it's gonna be hard for Negroes to run that game on you. They say God said all the time. I'm not scared, and neither should you be. They try to give you a fake word. I don't accept it, and neither should you. You show them how to deal with these type of idiots, dude. They talk on this phone because it's for a reason. I said if they were standing in your face, I broke them in 2 ways. Because they know exactly what's gonna happen. That's why I say whether it sounds extreme or not, they know exactly what's gonna happen if they run up on somebody in real life. They know exactly why. They ain't that dumb. They love their face enough not to come over here. They just run that mouth, man. Because again, it's convenient and it shows you the envy of somebody. That's why they keep bringing up his name. That's why they keep talking about Darby. They keep talking about what you got and who you are and see you lucky. I'm like, bro, I'm not lucky at all. I'm just a person. Why can't I just be Steve? I don't got no white people envious. As a matter of fact, all the white people I've ever had come over here are some of the most supportive. Why is that? Again, yeah, people from India, bro. Like, I don't even know nobody from India like that. I said, but they come over here supporting and loving. Why is that? Why we only get one demographic of people that always seem to be mad and jealous over everybody? You know why. You know exactly what type of people these are. What type of time are they on? So that's what happens when you're mad weird. And that's really what it was about. I told you, Negroes be mad about some money. I'd be mad because somebody better than them. And that's why they do this stuff. That's why everything is a problem. I told you, everything's a problem. And that's why can't nobody ever win because in the end, somebody gonna lose. I said, look here, Tubby boy. I ain't desperate for your money at all, boy. Keep all of it. I like peace more than I like Negroes and their money, boy. I don't want Negroes over here at all anyway. I don't care how much money you got. I don't want you over here. Stuff is crazy. Hold on. Keep messing up. Hold on. What's all? So I said, like, bro, I'm literally like the king when it comes when I listen to people. They stand somebody running their mouth like they know. I said, don't presume to act like you know it. You ain't never met us a day in your life. You ain't never seen it before. You know how to run your own life. That's why you're on the internet now talking. So yeah, as I said, man, go create. God made you to create. Go do that. Get away from people, man. They don't want nothing. And we know the people I'm talking about, Negroes. Get away from Negroes. Worst people in the world. Get away from them. They have made it up in their mind as far as they want to go. I don't want to hear nothing about white people no more. I don't want to hear nothing about, well, see, it's unfair right now. You just an idiot, bro. I don't got time for that. Family included. And you stop trying to bring your family out everywhere with y'all either, man. Some of y'all family don't care, bro. They just don't. Don't waste your time. You're going to regret them years you wasted trying to win them, man. I ain't tossing and turning because I couldn't win somebody, man. Let a nigga go. I don't care. When you want to know the truth, you'll come back here and talk to me, man. Until then, man, get out my face, man. Piss off. Time for this. Just crying about everything all day. Any weird idiot, man. Can't shut up. That's crazy. So yeah, everybody's not the most understanding or the most caring. Man. We don't care about your feelings. We don't want to hear that. Man. Like I said, we all probably 30 plus. We not caring no more. It's one thing when you're in your 20s, because you know when you're in your 20s, you're kind of young and dumb and do some stupid stuff. I said, but bro, when you 30, I don't know if you like, bro, I do not have time to deal with you, dude. You don't want to change. I ain't got nothing to say. Stuff is childish, bro. It's ridiculous. And I said, you know what you should do? Write down a list of everything you want to do, everywhere you want to go, stuff that you have planned on your roster. You know what I'm saying? Like, really start doing stuff like that, man. That's why I told you. I said, really start doing stuff like that. Start planning out your adventures. Plan out what you want to do with your life. You'd be surprised at stuff that you really come up with. And then when you start marking it off, you'll be surprised that you actually marking that stuff off, dude. Like, for real. I didn't really think that was really true, man. What's up, Nisha? I didn't really think that was true. People was like, they get a whiteboard and they go, like, if they get a chalkboard or like a smaller whiteboard, they'll go right on it. And they'll be like, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, why you need to write it if you know? I said, but you writing it because you proclaiming it. And you look at it every single day. And you look at what you set a goal to. You're like, hey, I'm going to do this. You feel me? And then you get surprised because you're like, man, I really did that, bro. I really got that accomplished. You know what I'm saying? By the end of the year, I'm going to have this much money. By the end of the month, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You feel me? And then, like, you start holding yourself because you hold yourself to a standard, man. And when you hold yourself to a standard, you can work harder. Why you think I'm working so hard? Because I told myself, at the time, I told myself I'm not getting into a relationship until I got everything perfect. So I got everything ready. So you best believe Steve was working as hard as I was, bro. I worked hard, bro. I was working a little too hard. And then I realized, I'm like, okay, it's just a little bit unrealistic. You can't really do that. But the determination was there, which is why I was working so hard. Because I knew what I wanted. I knew what I was doing. You feel me? And I started realizing how much stuff I was getting done, how much stuff I was getting accomplished. I was learning new stuff every day. My mind is pretty advanced now because, like I said, all I did all day was work and study. And now you see. But there's a reason that you set these type of goals, man, because, again, you're trying to get somewhere. So I think everybody should have these type of goals, man. For real. And really, like I said, you gotta start holding yourself to a standard, man. Get away from your people, man. Get away from people that you common with or whatever. Like, sometimes they just not it. They just really not it. Ow. Stuff is just mad annoying, bro. It's really annoying. But that's why I told you, I said, bro, if you ever having a hard time, just know Jesus went through the same thing. Moses went through the same thing. David then went through the same thing. Everybody goes through somewhat of the same thing, bro. Darby then went through the same thing. Honestly. When you're dealing with people, man, this is just people stuff. Somebody gonna be mad or offended about pretty much any and everything. So don't feel bad because you can't win everybody, man. I don't care about winning everybody. I don't even like everybody no more, dude. If I don't reach you, that's fine. I ain't trying to reach you. I'm trying to reach those that want to be reached. It's not my problem. So like I said, man, don't feel bad. Reach the ones that you can reach. I hate the fact that this channel, I couldn't reach my demographic of people I wanted to. But I still get to reach a lot of people. Yo, common Negro, I don't want to reach. Never wanted to reach. Don't care about reaching ever and never will reach. Society can't reach him and the Lord can't reach him either. So that is not my problem. Learn to start saying stuff is not your problem, dude. You don't have to deal with your mom and them or your family or a Negro or a nigga or anybody. It's not your problem. You got your own life. You got your own responsibilities. You got your own dreams and own goals. You can't be worried about everybody. I don't care about what everybody else is doing. You think I care if family's mad at me? Boy, please. You think I care if friends or people are mad at me? Man, please. I can go get new friends. I can go get new people around me that want to be my family, whatever, man. I don't have time for fallouts. So if you're going to fall out with me, man, then follow me over it. I don't got time. Stuff is stupid. I ain't trying to reach people all day and trying to bring you over here and try to make you see the light, man. You just ain't going to see it, dude. I don't care. You ain't my problem, so I don't never got to see you or worry about you ever in my life, bro. It's crazy. What's up, Ahi? What's good with you? I don't worry about that stuff, man. Anything I'm gonna let somebody stop me from living, man, please. Boy, I'm not listening to nobody since probably daggone 2015. Man, that's the reason why. And I said that's just the reason. That's just the way you have to be with some stuff, bro. You don't have to listen to everybody that you see, everybody that you know. Some stuff is just for you to know. It's just for you to learn. There was stuff that worked for Daddy and Mama that just didn't work for me. Daddy would give you his advice sometimes, and sometimes his advice was hidden, and then sometimes it just wasn't for you on that topic. It didn't mean that he didn't know what he was talking about. It's just some stuff worked for him differently than it worked for me. We ain't the same person. My vlogs are not gonna hit everybody. Darby Messages ain't gonna hit everybody, man. Because again, it doesn't work for everybody. It works for those who want to learn, or it works for those who just that type of people. I don't know. It's just not gonna reach everybody, and that's fine. So crazy, man. That's why I said when y'all gonna learn to stop listening to people, that's up to y'all. You got people scared to follow up with their family now. Like, boy, I don't want to follow up with nobody, but if I got to follow up with my family over something that I believe in, I'm gonna follow up with them in a minute. I'm not sure. As I told y'all, man, me and Daddy didn't always see eye to eye, boy. There was stuff that he liked, I didn't like, and there was stuff I liked that he didn't like. We don't got to be the same freaking person, dude. Like I said, I grew up, mom and daddy didn't like me liking white girls. Did I care one bit? No, I didn't. I like what I like because I can. It's my, I can like what I want. You had your time to go choose yours. Let me choose mine. This is for me to decide. Well, I prefer you. I'm like, okay, well, that's what you prefer. I prefer what I like, what I want. That's for me to decide. That's not for you to decide. And Daddy had to understand. That's why he started backing up and letting us do what we had to do. Because he realized he couldn't do everything on his own. He couldn't make us do it all. He had to learn how to let us be grown and choose for ourselves. Crazy. Like I said, even he had to understand that. Everybody has to understand that, dude. Mighty funny. Everybody got a word for you and know what's best for you. Look where you live at. Look what you doing with your life. But you got a word for me, though. Can't even raise your own kids, but you got a word for us. I'm talking. It's always entitled. That's all I'm doing. You know what I do on purpose? I show people on purpose. It's one thing just not to listen to people. I show people on purpose I don't listen to you. That's how I've always been. Like, I wasn't gonna do it anyways because you said so. I'm definitely not gonna do it now. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna go over there, but just because you said don't go over there, I'm gonna go over there. You know what I mean? I wasn't even gonna talk to that girl, but just because you said you got a problem with me hanging with her as a friend, I'm gonna go talk to her now, just because you mad about it. Like it's stuff that you just could have avoided, dude. Every job I worked at, man, there's some dude that's mad about some girl because me and some girl's friends. We literally just friends. We just cool. Like one girl at one of my jobs, we were just cool, man. We were just friends or whatever. It's always the light skins, bro. I don't know what is the light skins. Everybody just goes crazy for her. She was cute, but me and her was just friends. We just talk. Some weirdo, some other little light skinned dude thought because he light skinned too and she light skinned, they're gonna be a great match. The dude was mad at me. He wouldn't say it to me though. He was mad at me because I was over talking to him. Because he knew competition when he seen it. I'm like, bro, I don't even want no girl like that. I'm just cooling. But but because you want to be petty and you want to be one of the little petty gays and Negroes, I said, I'll do you a favor. I went to the old girl. I said, what's your Instagram? I got an Instagram. And still follow each other to this day. You see? I said, you know what, brother? I didn't even want the girl like that, but just because you mad about it, I said, now I'm gonna get it. Just because you mad. I'm gonna go follow her now. Just because you mad about it. I didn't even care about following her at first. I said, nah, I do. Just because you mad. So I'm gonna go just follow. Same with the other light skin in my other job. She did the same thing. Buddy was mad because me and her was cool. He was angry trying to take it out on me, like passively, aggressively. He was talking to us. See, they talk to people. They talk to people over there, but they won't talk to me. The dude is about my height. He's like a little taller than me. Tattoos everywhere. I mean, the dude, he's like one of them pretty boy type. I'm like, brother, you came from the streets. Come say it to me. Why are you scared to say it to me? He's talking to her. Hey, I don't like the way he look at you. Like, bro, I said, what does that mean? She was like, well, when we be having our little morning meetings and we stand by each other and like we be like, cause we joke around, everybody jokes around. So like we be bumping each other, I'll be like playing, I'm throwing jokes and we can't stop laughing. That's what he meant. So to him, that's flirting and we got a thing going. I'm like, no, everybody does it. I said, why? Cause two good looking people, two pretty people do this and then you got a problem with it. The whole time she was like, yeah, he's talking about I'm gonna get fired and he don't like me being around her and she got to distance herself from me. Bro, that's weird. Yo, that's gay. I said, well, the brother didn't say nothing to me. I was standing right here, buddy. I said, because he knew why he didn't say nothing to me. He knew. I said, you know what? What's your Instagram? Actually, she offered. She was like, hey, because everybody follows you. So she's like, hey, follow me on Instagram. I was like, cool. And then I found that out. And again, I'm like I said, I'm a couple years older than her. So I'm not even, and she's from the same city I'm from. So I'm just like, I don't like people from the same city. I told her one day, I said, you know what? You want to go bowling? I said, girl, there's a pin stack up the street. I said, what you doing tonight? It's Saturday. Saturday night. Oh, it's Friday. I think it's Friday. This is how we do it. It's Friday night. Yeah, we going bowling up here on the west side. Keep on talking. And Buddy found out because she put it on her story. He said, who you with? Who you think, Buddy? The one that she works with. The one that she calls friend. She said he just a friend. She said he just a friend. Oh, baby, you. Yeah. I'm that type. I said, buddy, don't worry about it. There would be no competition if I didn't want it to be a competition. It's always one of them. Like, boy, please. I ain't even want no girl like that. I still don't, but I'm just like, it's the fact that you was mad about it. I'm like, you know what? And me and her were taunting him just on purpose because he was stupid. So she was like, she said, bro, I'm a taunt. She said, because she had just quit because they was trying to fire her over some stupid stuff. And so she had just quit. So I was about to quit a couple of days later because I was like, because again, they was doing some stuff in there, just some wrong stuff. And so she was like, yeah, she said, I'm going to call you. She said, look, I'm going to FaceTime you. And she used to call him because him and her used to kind of talk a little bit. So they fell out. So she said, I'm going to FaceTime you. And she said, when you answer the phone, say, what's up, hubby? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man, we almost did that, too. I'm like, what's up, hubby? What's up, girl? What you doing? where you at? Buddy was sick, boy. He was sick to his stomach. He couldn't stand me and her being together, like being around each other. That's when I went to New Orleans with Mama. And so she went out of town she had a family funeral to go to. And so we left at the same time. So everybody probably thought we went out of town with each other the same because everybody thought we had like a thing going. And so they probably thought we left out of town together. So I remember FaceTiming them when I was in New Orleans. I said, you know, people gonna think we like with each other right now. She was like all the way in Oklahoma. I'm in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, I said, you know, they think we left together, right? And she was like, yeah, I know. She's like, she gonna get a lot of flack for it. You know what I'm saying? So Buddy was all up on her stories. Me and her went somewhere else. Then we went to the mall together. After work, we was right across the street. So we went to the mall. He's talking about who you with. He saw my shadow. Oh. See, don't take Steve there. I can make you mad, boy. Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't have to worry about a competition with me, man. I ain't like it. I don't care. It's when you talk. Man, I told you this is an envious Negro. They always got to do the most. It's like, don't make me prove to you the Rizzler. I'm very skibbity. Okay, don't make me have the skibbity toilet riz on you. Like, man. Yeah, Buddy was sick. Hey, girl, he was sick. He was talking about like, I just don't like the way he look at you, and just like, bro, who says that? Buddy had a girlfriend the whole time. Yo. Something about the envy of a Negro. Oh, envy. Buddy, his girlfriend was literally a model, dude. She did modeling. She was gorgeous. I think she looked better than old girl did. But he couldn't stand the fact that somebody that he wanted on the side probably had an interest in somebody like me. Like, bro, I was already 30. She was 23. I'm like 7 years older than her. So I'm just like, I mean, again, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm just like, obviously no. And then she's from Louisville. I'm like, so no. But two good-looking people around each other, they don't like that. Buddy had a whole woman, man. A woman that looked better than this girl. And he was mad. Well, I don't know. They both was actually cute. But it don't matter. You already got one. You know what I'm saying? Even if I wanted a girl, he couldn't let a brother have one. It's like, dang, you couldn't let nobody have one. It's envy. You see what I'm saying? Envy. You see the envy of people. You already got something, but you mad because somebody else got something that you want. But you already got yours. Oh my God. Like, bro. Dude, envy is real, dude. You see what I'm saying? You got a fine princess, but you want somebody else's fine princess. That is so dumb. Oh my God, man. What's up, kids? That's some same kids from the day. Yeah, 7 years ain't bad. But I was like, I mean, again, like I said, it wasn't like that. Again, I don't date people I work with for certain reasons like that. That's why it was a whole bunch of workplace drama, man. Buddy was envious, man. He already had his own. 1 minute it's his girlfriend, the next minute it's his fiance. I'm like, bro, which one is it? Like, which one? Hey, Mike. He was salty, bro. we had to go to different locations to work. So sometimes we would all call each other. They kept saying, they said, call your team or call people for support. You know what I'm saying? If you need some support or a helping hand or something, we all would check on each other, see how we doing. So me and her, of course, we had each other's personal number. So, so she would call me. I was working with him one day. We were somewhere, and she had called me, and she was like, "Oh yeah, tell him I said hey." And I said, "Oh yeah, such and such says hey." And he was like, he said, "Wait, who?" I said, "Jalen." He said, "Oh," he said, "It's who you on the phone with?" I was like, "Yeah, I just said that, Jalen." He was like, "Y'all talking?" I was like, "Yes, we on the phone." Oh man, he said, "It's all his face." He was like, "Oh, so that's who you talking to?" Obviously, I just said Jalen says hi. Like, who else am I talking to, idiot? Like, that's before I really knew he was salty like that. See, once I started realizing why he was acting a certain type of way to me, I didn't notice till like later. I started realizing why he was acting a certain type of way. I know now. I know now. But it was big hurt. Oh, he was big hurt, cuz. But I thought, because again, I heard he kept bragging about how he had a girlfriend. He kept bragging about how she just won a beauty pageant. I was like, okay, cool. That, you know what I'm saying? In my face, they cool. See, I told you. See, I've been doing this for a minute. It's before the channel, before I was really doing the channel too much like that. I know what real and fake is, dude. People are not gonna say nothing to you. The same way with these idiots online on this channel that be talking, they're not gonna say nothing to you. They're gonna tell somebody else I say it from afar. The old Revolutionary War, hurry up, guerrilla tactics, they come in and this little militia that come in, shoot you real quick and run off. That's them type. Hurry up and just, I disagree, run off. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. I'm sitting there in his face. The dude is literally like one of my bosses. He could literally fire me. He could tell me if he wants to. He was scared to do it. I'm like, brother, you got the power to set me straight. You got the authority to do it, and you scared to do it. I said, you might as well give me the boss title, man. I could do a better job at it than you. You got the power to do it, and you won't do it. A weak, spineless man. A weak, spineless man. I know what you women, you black women are right. These niggas is weak, man. Weak, coward, spineless men, dude. I can't stand them. You a whole boss out here, and you scared to tell your employee something. Boy, please. I said, boy, I would have ran for the DE title. I would have ran for it. And that's why he had some other dude in there trying to compete with his title, because he knew dude ain't serious. How's a boss scared of his employee? Well, if I was a boss, I'd be firing everybody left and right. How are you scared of your employee? Because they know. That's why I said CC, they know. They know. I'm in his face. Oh, hey, bro. Hey, what's up, dude? It's cool, dude. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Behind the closed door, she come and telling me, she said, well, yeah, he said this. I'm like, but he just told me he was cool. Like, he got problems. He just told me it was fine. I said, I don't like two-facedness. That was right before I went to New Orleans with Mama, because I wasn't even going to go at first. So I said, nope, I'm tired. That was the same day I did that stream. That was the same day I did that live stream when I said I was listening to old Mississippi choir, Mississippi Mass choir, like 200 times a day, because that was a very hard day, bro. I listened to that live so much, bro, or that music so much. Because when I went back to the office, my Darby came out. I started talking. I said, see, man. I said, you know what the problem is? I started raising my, and I wasn't even like mad at nobody. I was just venting my frustration. And he was sitting there scared, bro. They be scared. The whole place stopped. The whole place was just like stopped. They stopped making noise. They stopped moving. Everybody just like was like, if some people came in office, they was tipped in there like, see what's going on. I said, yeah. So he told me, he said, bro, he said, look, I understand. He said, but bro, you kind of just blowing up right now, man. He was like, just cool. He said, bro, I was the same way, man. It's all good, bro. He said, when I first started, I was the same way. He said, it's good, man. It happens, you know what I'm saying? And I even told, I said, look here, man. He said, bro, look, bro, just chill, bro. It's all good. He said, look, at the end of the day, just go home, do your music like you do. He said, just chill, it's cool. I'm on my way home. Old girl called me. She FaceTimed me. She said, are you okay? I said, yeah. She was like, they said you was cussing out everybody. I said, bro, I didn't say one word. I never said that. Oh my God. Bro, you see what I'm saying? You see how nigga lie on you? You see how nigga lies on you though? See that right there? See, I told you I almost fought that nigga. Because I can't stand a nigga that run his mouth, dude. I can't stand it. You see how they treat you. You see how they are, boy. They throw salt on your name. You niggas that talk on this phone, you better be scared when you see me. Because you know what you're going to get when I see you. Lying on my name because, oh, boy, I'm going to do something to you. You see what they say, right? Well, I was so mad. I told old shorty, I said, hey, girl, I'm going to New Orleans, man. I ain't got time for this. That's when I said, I'm going to New Orleans. I'm tired of y'all. That's when I clocked out the job mentally. When I clock out mentally, I'm done. I quit. I said, well, not good to miss days. What if I'm missing 3 days? I'm going with mama. Mama's more important. I'm going with her. They were sitting there acting like the job matters. Like, boy, please. Look how they treat you. Crazy. I didn't really take it too serious after that, but like, or before that, because again, I didn't really know dude had a problem with me like that. Because in my face, he was cool. Behind closed doors, buddy was salty because, oh, girl. But he was harassing all the other girls at the job. One girl had a fiance. He didn't care. He would still make sexual innuendos to her. The other girl had a boyfriend. He didn't care. He made sexual innuendos to her too. He messed with every girl at the job. But he was talking about me. I didn't want to be in a relationship with nobody. That's when I did this channel. That's when I said I didn't want to be with nobody. See how, oh my God, bro. I'm a hurt niggas when I see that. See how I am? I can't stand it. That old line, they said, she's like, yeah, they said you was blowing up and cussing people out. I never said that. I said, who told you that? She said, Devin. I said, he just told me I was cool, bro. Oh my God, bro. I said, bro, it took a lot for me not to hurt him. But see, you're going to run into somebody who don't play that. And one of my homies that was at that job, he's from the Bronx. And you know people from the Bronx don't play. Buddy came into the job because he's married to a black woman. He's Puerto Rican. He came into the job. They had said something about his wife. He's from the Bronx now. Buddy used to run with Sex Money Murder. You know, that's the blood set up there. He's affiliated with them. He's like, bro, I used to run with them all the time. He said, dude, we beat people up for fun. And he's cool. And what's cool all outdoors? He came to the job one day. I said, what's up, dog? What you doing here? He said, handling business. Bro, he showed up to fight dude because dude couldn't shut up. You see what happens when you run your mouth and then you got some dude trying to beat you up over his wife. See that when you run your mouth though? See, I had a little bit more restraint because I didn't really care too much. Buddy was not me though. He was crazy to me. And I told him, I said, cuz, don't come here fighting because I'm going to start fighting. Everybody here try to fight. So I said, don't come here fighting, dude. Because Buddy needs some licks from me. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Dude was scared. We was wondering why he didn't show up the whole day. Even old girl informed me. She was like, she heard about what happened. Like, because they had made it quick. Same girl that he was mad at. They had made it quick because they was putting under so much pressure. And everybody loved this girl. So when dude found out, because he loved her too, everybody was cool with it. He was like, hey, what happened? I heard you quit. And she told him what really happened. He said, okay. And he said, I heard he said something about my wife. He said, I'm going to come here and break his face. He said it. So he showed up to the office. He said, where he at? He said, I'm going to break his face. Where he at? Dude didn't show up the whole day because he knew. See how you talk when you tough behind closed doors. And real danger's in your face and you scared to show up. It's funny, ain't it? Yeah, it's funny. He was scared to talk though. You see that? That's what happened when you run your mouth. See that? Stuff crazy. Said you was going off on people. I'm like, bro, I just vented my frustration. I ain't saying nothing to nobody. I said, oh my God. I said, you know what? You better be lucky I'm redeemed. Because I'm the type of person, if I wanted to, I'll steal all the company stuff. I don't even need your stapler, but I'm going to take the stapler. I'm going to take the extra papers. I'm going to take the 500 printed sheets. I'm going to take the toys y'all get. I'm going to take everything. I don't even care. Taking everything, man. I'm going to take an extra pair of work gloves. I'm going to have you turn around. Hey, bro, there's a spider on the wall behind you. What you got? Take stuff off your desk and put it in my pockets. Oh, man, you should have saw it, bro. It was a big old spider. Hey, yeah, it disappeared now, bro. You gotta be fast. Eric, go get work. Take some more stuff off their desk, put it in my pocket. Leave out my pockets. I swole. Look like Squidward's thighs when they ate the Krabby Patties. All right, boss, I get back to work now. I never came back. Hey. Like, what in the world happened to my desk? What's up, MBL? What's good? Yeah, we talking about envious men. That's what we talking about. Shout out to y'all black women. Y'all right about these niggas. Oh my gosh, bro. Ain't nothing worse than an envious man. Oh my God, ain't no worse than an envious man. That's the gayest thing in the world, boy. That's gayer than Oliver Redenbacher's popcorn. That even makes sense. That makes sense. Whatever it means. That's what it means. Okay, don't question Steve. I know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm talking about. Shut up. You know what? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Anyways. Yeah, that old envious stuff, man. I told you I can't take it, man. That's why that when that situation happened. I'm just like, bro, what is it with these dudes always mad because you're around some girl that they like? It's like, dude, I don't want her like that. If it was my woman, you wouldn't have a chance, dude. You wouldn't even be around me. Believe me when I tell you. I mean, bro, they really dudes be like it. They really be envious. They cannot stand some dude talking to some girl. They can't stand it. They always been mad at me. I'm like, bro, what are you mad at me for? I'm not the type, like I said, I'm not your work. You know how people got a work husband, a work wife. I don't do that. Like, bro, I'm cool. I'm saying what's up to you. I'm like, what's up, cuz? You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. Like, I ain't even doing that for you. Feel me? People be mad about anything, man. It's not anything to be mad about. I'm like, girl, I don't even like you like it. One of the girls came in, she was the one that told me. She said, yeah, dude is mad because you always around her. I'm like, because we friends? Like, ain't nobody here friends? Can we not be friends? She was like, yeah, but like you be all up like close to her and stuff like that, and y'all be laughing. I'm like, can we not laugh? Like, bro, oh my god, oh my god. So two good looking people laugh. That means they like each other. Oh my god, dude. Like, and I would see it too when he would come around. He would kind of look like, I'm like, bro, what you looking at me like that for? I'm like, what's wrong with you? He wanted to get her alone and talk to her alone because he tried to shoot game. I was like, buddy, I can already tell you not her type. I don't even know what type is. I know you. Her type would be more like me. Because that's why one of the girls was playing. That same girl, she was playing because she played too much. And she went up to her. She's like, hey, he like you. I was like, girl, don't listen to her. She be playing. And notice how she wasn't like ill or stuff. She just laughed. She was like, stop. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah. That was my indication. I said, oh, yeah. Yes, we in there. Because old girl played too much. I was like, bro, you play too much. Old girl didn't take it as an insult. She wasn't like, I know I don't want to be around you. She was just like, oh my God, stop. I said, that's indication for a no. Keep going. I said, yeah, she ain't doing with that light skinned nigga. I wonder why. You know, I thought it was just light skins that was jealous over everything. It's the niggas. And the dark niggas too. They mad just as much. They worse. I don't got no light skins messing with me. Hey, bro. Hey, I was like, bro. That's why I said, I'm like, yeah, while he talking, I said, yeah, that's why we saw each other at Walmart. Again, this ain't no ugly woman now. Keep in mind, she a light skin too. This is not no ugly woman. Yeah, she was actually a single mom. I had a kid too. I was like, she was responsible. She's quiet. She was just like, I just mind my business or whatever. Had the cutest little smile. I was like, bro, you better be lucky at the time. I didn't care. You better be lucky I had some white girl. I was talking to some white girl. I was like, boy, look. This one be no competition, boy. Ain't no competition with Steve, dude. You can't be envious with me, dude. Come on. They be playing. Like, well, please. You don't play with me. There was times I post something on my story. I might be looking nice. I see she harder than I say, yeah. Still winning. Still winning. Keep on talking, boy. You don't get hearts on your stories like I get. You don't get the cortisone like I get. I say, yeah, but I might be cool when I talk to a girl, but have they ever heard one of your stories? It's one thing when the other girls heard the story, but when I find one heard the story, it's like, girl. That's the indication. It's like, yeah. And then guess what? I return the favor. I heard your story. And then, I know how it works. Conversation time. That's how it works. You playing, boy. I shouldn't be giving out too many keys to the game. The game is to be sold, not to be told. I think it's like that. The game is to be sold, not to be told. Oh my gosh. Who's still in here? Why y'all listening to me? Oh my gosh, bro. Who's still in here? I got Mike. Crystal, you there? Chia, you there? Empress, Ehi. Who's here? Y'all still heard me? It's getting chilly out here now. 61 degrees. Oh. Mm.
Yeah, it ain't bad though. I ain't gonna lie. 61 ain't bad today. Like I said, it was just a little better earlier. You know, it's getting dark. Of course. There we go. All right, so what we doing, y'all? We doing Discord tonight? Y'all down? Bro, it's gonna be like 6 days straight, ain't it? Or is it already a week? I don't even know, bro. That's why I said it feel good, man. It do feel good to get in the Discord again every day like we once was, man. Because like I said, it was a time we did take a break. We kind of was just slacking off of it, you know what I'm saying? So now we back in this mug, you feel me? We having the best conversations, the best everything, you know what I mean? So how long was y'all on there till last night, man? Y'all was on there for a good minute, boy. Even after I got off, y'all was on there for a good minute. I didn't get to go. We supposed to go to the rings this morning, but they had some stuff to do, so we actually did end up going, you know what I'm saying? I had all my stuff packed and everything. I was like, boy, you know, I ain't get no text or nothing. I had to let them know, like, bro, what's up? Y'all told me y'all gonna let me go. They said, yeah, we got some stuff going on. So I could have stayed the extra hour on Discord with my people, but I could have stayed later. Yeah, for real. Man. Yeah, we was on there for a good minute, bro. It was like good minute. Yeah, I ain't been to the range in forever, man. Last time I went to the range was with the last one I was with. And all her people, like I said, we in Texas, everybody loved guns. She was a police officer, so of course she had to go. And then the people that I know through her cousin, her cousin's married to he was in the military. She's married to a dude in the military, so of course he know about guns. You know what I'm saying? They was telling me all the time. They was like, yeah, because I told her whenever I go somewhere, I take mine off with me. Like I always keep it in the car when I go to somebody's house and stuff. And so they was like, no, you can bring it in here. I was like, no, man, you don't bring your gun to somebody else's house. That's disrespectful. I'm like, I would feel like mad disrespectful. Like, you know what I mean? They said, look, we know all of it. I said, no, I just don't feel comfortable. I don't want y'all to think I'm like, I don't. Because I'm like, nah, I don't want us to end up arguing one day and turn sour. And then we all sitting there cooking up across Mexican standoff. Like, so, nah, I keep mine. Like I said, I talked to one girl. She had a gun with her. The one I first talked to when I came out here. Like, she didn't dislike guns. She just didn't have one. She was like, yeah, I shot her before. She was like, I just don't really have them. I use them. So that one day she got scared, her anxiety started kicking in. Because I bring her mine in her house by accident one time. I forgot it was on me, and I told her, I said, hey, my bad, you know, this is in here. And so she's like, it's fine, you know. I was like, yeah, if I ever bring it in, I'll announce it, let you know. So one day she got scared, I left it in the car. She said, can you go to the car and bring it in? Like, I'm scared. The next door neighbors, because they was toxic, man. That's a toxic couple. Just arguing, they just breaking stuff and stuff. So they was threatening her, talking about they gonna have her arrested or stuff. They said they accused her of something, so she got scared. She said, can you bring it in? I'm scared. I said, oh yeah, you want that gun there? I said, don't worry, I got you. Uh, I missed the range, bro. I ain't shot none in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Stuff just be sitting there, right? What you call it? Rusted. I said roasted, rusted. Got all this ammo, I can go shoot. Y'all want me to take y'all to the range with me if I go? See, in Kentucky, we would just go out to Glacier Street and shoot. Like, we would just go out there because we ain't really got to go to a range. We on land, you can just go do that. But here, that's what they was gonna do this morning. They was gonna go to. I don't think it was a range. They was gonna go to somebody's like, you know, because people in Texas own land. You feel me? So we was gonna go to somebody's like land and go out there and do that. Actually, the last time I went shooting was last year. The pastor, y'all seen him yesterday on the street. He got a nice piece of land where he live at, and so he was having men's ministry out there. You know what I'm saying? Like every once a year they have like a men's ministry, and it's a real nice place, real beautiful place where he live at. So out there, he owns like he got a little farm out there. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know what I mean? And so we go out there and just shoot guns. You know what I'm saying? Brothers just going out there shooting guns, man.
And so he was like, look, he said, I got he said, he didn't know if nobody was in them bushes down there. He live on the hill. So he's like, I don't know if anybody's in the bushes down there right now. And he got chickens. So he was like, try not to fire nothing too loud. You know what I'm saying? So I had something. I ain't gonna tell you what I have. I had something big. He said, and I said, and they was like, hey, they said, hey, Pastor, does this count? He said, oh yeah. He said, definitely that. He said, that's a little too. I showed up with some stuff. They said, man, my gosh. I said, look, where I come from, I said, you gotta have one of these babies. It just might save your life. Nah, not a 223. Something bigger than a 223. Yeah. Something that says even the YN's running. Even they don't want no smoke. Even the white people know not to come over here on these type of terms. They know like, hey, them Negroes got something big over there. Nah, not an AR. Bigger than that. Let's just say I had one of them soldier boys. What they call him. Yeah, they was like, yeah, you can't they was like, yeah, not today. They said not these today. He's like, that's too big. Some of the dudes out there, they never shot a gun out there before. Cause this one guy, he said, look, I was raised with all girls. He said, we never really he said, I never really was really around girl like gun stuff. So I taught him how to shoot. I was like, bro, let me show you how to load a gun and stuff. He said, how you do it? I said, bro, simple. And I showed him. He was a number like 18, 19 years old, you know what I'm saying? So I was showing him. I was like, bro, let me show you something. Where I come from, we have to do this. I said, it's good that y'all ain't got to. I said, but we have to do this. Shut up, what's up? I said, and reach for the sky. I said, I'll have whatever she's having. Yeah, but dude was cool, man. That's why I say he had his own. I think his wife got him like a custom gun or whatever. And so he got 2 daughters. So he was like, he shows his daughters how to shoot. He said, listen, he said, whenever my daughters get older, because they still kind of young. He said, whenever my daughters get old enough today, he said, I always told them, show the dude this video of you learning how to shoot. He said, show them that you know something. He said, because it's just to know what they're getting into. He said, they're gonna see if they still like you after this or not. I said, that was funny. Because he's the same guy. He's the same guy to preach. He said, listen, he was talking about like a piece of spiritual equipment. He said, that doesn't apply to everything. He said, because let's just say somebody did something to my daughters. He said, let's just say I'll be taking a very different piece of equipment. I said, you go faster. I said, yes, sir. I said, yes, sir, I'm with you. I said, Pastor, I'm down for whatever you need. Whatever you need. Don't get your hands dirty. Call Steve. No, that's how I was with Daddy. I said, Daddy, don't get your hands dirty. Call me. If you need anything, call me. I'm a crash out. Call me. I'll prove anything. Hey, did I do good, Daddy? Did I do good? I didn't really care about catching on charge. If it ever came to that, I'm just like, bro, for my family or for my people, man, I would. I did not care. That's why I said going to the range, that's fun, bro, for a first date. Like I said, I took old girl. Even old girl, she was a police officer. She got an AR. They have to have like a shotgun, an AR, and like a standard pistol or whatever. Until she seen what I had. She was like, hey, she said, look, this before we fell out. She said, look, she said, if we ever fall out, she said, promise me that you ain't gonna never like, you know, come after me. She said, I'd be scared to be in your face. That's why when she called it out, she got scared. She was really scared. She said, are you gonna like hurt me? I was like, at first I was like, why would you ask it? Like, no. Then I realized she saw my collection. I was like, yeah. I said, yeah, it made sense. I said, look, I don't like you. You got on my nerves for real, but I ain't gonna do that to you. I said, I ain't gonna hurt you. Unless you touch my money or you lie on me or something. Like, that's when I would. I said, you didn't do no work in there. But yeah, we went to the range. Like, she a police officer, so she has to know how to shoot. You know what I'm saying? But she saw how I shoot. I said, ta, 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 ta. She said, how you squeezing the trigger so fast? I said, girl, where I come from, I can't incriminate myself on her. But I said, well, I can't incriminate myself on her. I said, but you know, where you come from, the dude, you come from the jungle. You gotta know how to survive in the jungle. I said, I'm not gonna tell you everything. There's stuff that hasn't been proven yet. Not enough forensic evidence. Oh no. Yeah, not gonna. Let's just change the subject. Anyways, we were talking about going to the range, right? Oh my gosh, bro. Dude. Look, I told y'all I wasn't always the best person. Wasn't. Look, I had to do what I had to do to eat, to survive. It wasn't always the prettiest. Okay. Some days it was good, and some days I'm like, look, man, we gotta feed Tank Tank. Some days you gotta do what you gotta do. Like I said, I'm not proud of it. I hit my knees when the law came. Hey, bro. I should be in the feds like Lil Durk right now, but thank God I'm not. Thank God I'm not. I have been redeemed and saved by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. Hey, bro. Change comes a mighty long way, don't you say? I'd say. Yeah. Thank the Lord for redemption, because, like I said, even Paul was a murderer, so he got redeemed. There's still hope for me. Like I said, I told y'all a lot of stories. I can't tell you everything, 'cause some of y'all ain't ready to hear that. Some of y'all didn't believe. Y'all was like seriously shocked. Y'all thought, like, when I told y'all like I used to do stuff, y'all was like, y'all used to do that? I said, yeah, like when I told y'all, there was one point I had a mouth of a sailor growing up. Like, bro, my mouth used to be really bad. He was like, you did that? Yes. Everybody had a mouth of a sailor, bro. Just because you a pastor son don't mean you good. It means you almost worse. You deal with more devils than everybody, bro. Like, you got more stuff going on with you than anybody else. So obviously, yes. I would be lying to say I didn't. Like, who's going? If I told y'all I never said a word like that, y'all would look at me like, boy, he lying his tail off. Like I said, I keep it all the way real over here. That's why people respect you, because I'm not gonna sugarcoat or lie about nothing, man. Like, keep it real. Yes, I did that stuff before, man. I told you everything except drugs, alcohol, and killing people. I did, bro. So I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I had my party phase. I had my wine phase. I've changed now. Okay, I've changed. I wasn't always that bad, but that was the point. I was kind of bad. But when you real, that's why I said when you real, people can respect that, and they cherish realness. You know what I mean? I was like, I know y'all ain't never seen me in a relationship before, so it's probably hard for y'all to believe some of this stuff. But I'm just like, bro, like, I've had them before, just not since I've really been doing the channel. What's up, kid? But this is the same child that's out here. Yeah, every single day I'm out here, bro. Some kids be cool, and some kids I'm just like, look here. That one kid that was he was screaming like every time he was out here. I'm like, his father would just watch him. I'm like, do you not hear this child begging for mercy? Like, how do you know he's not being attacked by the water serpent? He is out here. He's like, I said, I don't think that's normal for a kid to be doing that like 20 minutes straight. I don't think that's normal. I like that's kind of advanced. Like, seriously. I'm just thinking, I'm putting myself in their shoes. When we did that, man, they was like, hey boy, shut up. They was like, hey dude, stop all that. Like, they didn't even play it, man. Like, you was quiet when he said be quiet. They parents just sit there just letting them do stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we all come from some stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said it's okay if you came from a toxic situation or whatever. Like, everybody comes from that type of stuff. Nobody's perfect, man. So I tell people that all the time, because people do be scared to be themselves around me, because they think, like, again, they think because our name, they like, oh no, you're perfect, you never did nothing wrong. Like, bro, I'm me. Like, you talking about definitely not a perfect person, and I ain't even trying to be, and I don't even care about being. I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. I ain't trying to reach everybody. I'm trying to reach the ones that need to be reached. I can reach them by being real. I'm not trying to reach no spiritual weirdo. I don't care about them. I care about reaching the ones that want to be reached. That's why people still support me. Because people, what's the first thing they say? Oh, you don't know what it's like. You don't understand. I'm like, but then when you tell them you came from the same communities, you did some of the same stuff. You kind of was like the same type person. You know what I'm saying? You had to fight too growing up. You had to go through this and endure what a tough life was kind of like. Like on some stuff, like life wasn't as tough as everybody else's. But we did struggle as a family, man. We went through a lot of stuff. So when you can relate with people, they like that. They're like, okay, I can respect that. If everything was just walking on clouds and walking on water and stuff, like I said, nobody would really care. You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, he can't reach me. He don't know what it's like. You know what I mean? Like I said, we got people that's been redeemed. One of my close friends here, they go to my church here. Everybody, like I said, they redeemed them, but they wasn't always redeemed. Like Buddy used to sell coke, man. He used to run with some of the what they call the what you call them not mafioso, but um uh, the narcos. Yeah, he used to run with some of the narcos, man. You know what I'm saying? He was like, look, he said, bro, I sold coke. He was like, I don't know if you ever did it, but he's like, I sold it. He said, I ran from the law many times. You know what I'm saying? He said, I got a lot of trouble when I was younger, man. I was a hard hit, you know? But you see how redeemed they can be, man. But he reaches a lot of young people like him because he came from the same places. That's why they respect him. Because when they hear his story, they can relate because they come from there. You know what I mean? People can respect my story when they hear what I've been through because I come from some of that too. You feel me? Like I said, all you gotta do is just be real, man. Just be real. People respect that. They cherish and appreciate that. You know. So when I tell people, hey, I made a lot of mistakes, bro, I did a lot of stupid stuff, man. And I'm not hiding it. It's not like I'm trying to hide everything I did. I told people what I did, bro. I did a lot of stupid stuff. I did a lot of stupid stuff. And I ain't gonna lie about that. I'm not boasting, I'm proud about it, but I'm saying, but I did a lot of stupid stuff, bro. So I can admit that. So that way people understand, like, I'm not perfect. Don't you respect somebody that's just real, that just knows how to just be down to earth and be like, hey, man, I did that. I admit that. I did this. You feel me? Yeah, for real. There's a lot of people that act like they came from that, man. You know what I'm saying? I said, there's nothing cool about having a hard life, man. There ain't nothing cool about living in the hood. I mean, sometimes it's cool to be like, hey, I'm from this place. You know, like if you're from Oblak is famous. It's like, hey, I'm from Oblak, but you don't want to live there. You don't want to stay there for the rest of your life. Like, bro, everybody trying to get out of Oblak. They don't want to be there. I'm trying to get out of little. Like, the places I'm from are not famous. Like, this is real hood. Ain't nobody going there for a tourist destination. Ain't no King Von Block over there, or Chief Keef them, or Lil Durk, or Lil Reese them. Like, no, it's a straight hood. Don't nobody want to be there. Even the people there now, we got a rapper from the city. I think his name is 38 Honcho. He on the West End. Even he said it. He's like, bro, he said, look, I rap in the streets. He said, I'm not trying to be here. He said, bro, I'm trying to get me and my son out of here. He said, I don't want to live here no more. He said, I got a son. I don't want him being here in this environment. Even he don't want his kid to be here. He's rapping about the streets. He said, I'm trying to make a way out, man, so we don't got to be here no more. Don't nobody want to be here, especially the West End. Don't nobody want to be there. That's all mama's people's over there. Don't nobody want to be over there. Nobody wants to go there. Don't nobody want to live in them places, man. Everybody wants to make it out and go somewhere else, man. So that's why I say when they see somebody like you that made it out, it's hard for people to kind of make it out Louisville, but because some people will get out, but they'll move back, or they'll, they thinking about it, but they'll quit because they homesick or they scared. Until you do it, and people are like, how'd you do that? And then you show them and explain to them how you did it. Like, it's possible to do this. It's not impossible. It's not expensive like everybody thinks it is. Like, bro, if you know what you're doing, you do it right. Yeah, you can do this. What's up? See, I can say I love your transparency a lot. You say from your personal situations are so non-provoking, I promise. I've been getting told that a lot though, but it's only because you just real. That's why I said I'm like, look, I told myself when I did this channel, I said you can lie to your audience, or you can be real. I can act like I got it all together, or you can act like a normal human being, like, hey man, I did that, I went through this before. You feel me? Because when you real, people recognize real. As I said, when you watch Darby, man, Darby was so real. He never hid anything. That's why our family was trying to. Mama side of the family was like, well, they gonna find out who y'all are, because again, they was trying to turn us against mom and daddy when we was younger. They prayed on us to fail because they was mad at mom and daddy. So they kept telling us, now they gonna find out y'all past, and mom and daddy was like, we already told them our past. Like, they told us everything they did. So that way we didn't find out later, like, well, we found out y'all in the streets. We found out y'all was drug dealers. We found out that y'all was beating people up. You know what I'm saying? We know that stuff for forever. So I'm like, you can't say nothing to make us turn on them. We already knew that. They was like, we don't hide our past from our kids. We let them know that so they don't got to go through it. You know what I'm saying? So when you be real, like I said, you get people to respect that. They recognize real. I'm not no gangster. I'm not no Crip or no blood. I'm not like that, bro. But I'm like, but when you live in them areas, you do have to endure. And so that's why I said we've seen some stuff. We've been around some stuff that I really wish I was never around, man. If I knew about San Antonio when I was 15, I would have been working to move out to San Antonio at the age of 17, 18 years old, dude. So that's why I said I'm just real. I don't lie about nothing, man. When people ask me, hey, you did this? Yes, I did that. I don't have anything. I don't have any guilt in admitting the stuff that I did. Does it mean I'm proud that I did it? No, but I said I'm not gonna lie. Like, oh no, I never did that. Like, I would be lying my socks off, man. I'm not gonna get on the channel trying to be real and then lie about the stuff that I've done. Like, I'm not gonna lie about that. Because it lets you know, like, bro, everybody goes through it. Everybody's been through some stuff, man. Everybody gets hard headed. Everybody has a hard time with doing the right thing. Like, it's not just you. It's not just people who don't know their father. There's people that know their father and do some of the dumbest stuff out here. You got a lot of these white boys that know their father and they go out here murdering people. So I'm like, just because you got a father don't mean that you're gonna be the best person, dude. You got dudes that know their father and they still be some of the biggest killers, biggest gangsters. Like, it don't mean anything, dude. They still run with the mob. They peoples is the mob. Like, this thing keep doing it. Hold on. All right, but Daddy let me know. That's why he kept saying. He said, "Son, you don't know me. You won't want to know me in these streets, man." He said, "You don't know me like that for real." He said, "You always knew it was me and your mama when you were saved." He said, "You don't know us back then." He said, "We was crazy." And he kept telling me. He said, "I got some scars to show you, man." He said, "I got some knots and some scars to show you what this thug life teach you." Because I was trying to be a thug at that time. That's why I said I was hard headed. I had to learn kind of the hard way too. You feel me? So that's why I said I just learned to be real. I'm not gonna lie to you and say I always did the right thing. I absolutely did not do the right thing. Absolutely not. I told people that's why I said I remember when I first had this channel. That's when I would kind of like do the music and talk at the same time. And that's when I was being real. And I told people, I said, bro, I said, look, I said I was a pastor's kid, but I went to school fighting. I went to school always getting in trouble. And that's when Mike, before I really knew Mike like that, he was in the comments. He said, yeah, he said, that's how I know you pastor's son, because he preached on that. He was like, bro, he said the same stuff. He said, I can hear him through you because he said the same thing. I didn't know people was even watching the messages. He even said that. But because I'm real and I tell the truth, it comes out and people are like, yeah, your daddy did say that. Like, yeah, it is true. I remember that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't even remember him saying that. You know what I mean? I keep it real because if I lied and said, oh no, I was just so good, you'd be like, well, that ain't what he said. That ain't what he preached. Like I said, we was all teenagers, man. Of course you're gonna give your parents a run for your money. Every teenager has done that, dude. Everybody has their rebellious phase. That's why Daddy knew. That's why he kept saying, he said, son, I was your age. I had the same phase. That's why he wasn't too mad at us, because he was like, I did the same thing. That's why he was so good at what he did. He was like, he said, you don't think I know what you be doing? I was like, nah, I said, you don't know me. He said, man, look. He said, you don't think me and your uncle was your age? He said, man, everything you think you don't. He said, we did it first. That's why he told me one time, he said, hey man, stop being slick. I said, what? What? I said, slick on what? He said, I know. He said, stop being slick, dude. I was like, bro, how'd you know? Even mama would tell me, she said, Missy, they think we really don't know what they be doing. He said, Missy, me and my brother was their age at one time. We did the same stuff. That's why he knew. That's why he was just like, look, as we got older, he said, look, I ain't gonna tell y'all what y'all shouldn't be doing. He said, y'all know what y'all shouldn't be doing. He said, but whatever y'all out here doing, if y'all doing something, he said, just don't bring it around me and your mama. Don't bring it in my house. Do it over there. He was real. Then he was real. He said, I can't stop you. He said, just do it over here. Don't bring it over here. And we always had a mutual respect. It was like, okay, yeah, we would never do it over there. You know what I'm saying? But he said, but you know what? Do the right thing anyway. He said, stop being slick. I was like, man, who told you? Who told you that? Nah, for real. That's why I said, like, bro, don't think that people that come from a suburban lifestyle, or they got a 2-parent household, that they always good, bro. I told you those be the worst people. I expect people that don't have a household to do that type of stuff, bro. I told you the worst people be the ones that do that. Again, these people be having both their parents, man. Their parents be lawyers and politicians, and their kids still end up on crack. They still end up on fentanyl doing cocaine. Like, just because you got both parents don't mean you're always gonna do the right thing, dude. Again, it handicaps them because their parents kind of shield them from a lot of the real stuff and real consequences in the world. So that's why they go out here and just do whatever, because daddy's gonna bail them out. You know what I'm saying? Daddy gonna have their back. They go out here and mess up stuff. You know what I'm saying? Daddy gonna take care of them. You feel me? I said somebody I heard that's on their own, they know the consequences of their actions, so they got to be very careful with how they move. Which is why I've always kind of like women that came from a broken household, bro. Because again, they have more common sense, dude. A lot of them did have more common sense than some of these girls that got both parents, because they're not entitled. Most of them are really not entitled, so I can have an easier conversation with them. You know what I mean? So yeah, it does hit different. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I said when I'm just real, man, I acknowledge the stuff that I've done, and I tell people, I like, bro, when I did this channel, I was like, I'm gonna just tell everybody my situations, what I went through, what I've been through. I'm not gonna hide or lie on nothing, man. I'm not gonna do that. You know, I just kept it real, and that's why people can come over here and sub and watch. You know what I'm saying? Because what if something did come out later? What if somebody was like, "Oh, well, they did this before. I heard from such and such they did this." It's like, well, he already told you he did that. He already told you he used to do stuff like that. You know what I mean? So you can't try to use that against somebody. Like, well, see, they trying to. Because again, when you trying to act all holier than thou, I said people gonna look for dirt. They gonna try to find something. See, when you admit to people like, I did a lot of stupid stuff. Like, no, I was in the club. I did a lot of stupid stuff too. So then you can't try to say, well, see, I heard they was over from something. Like he already admitted he was doing it. So you can't really say that now. You feel me? When you admit it and tell the truth, people know, so they're not expecting a goody two shoes or a perfect person. You're not perfect. Nobody is still Christ. You look for dirt on anybody, boy, you're gonna find it. You can find dirt on anybody, dude. Come on, man, because people are people. And even if you can't find it, you're gonna find something you don't like that you consider dirt because you don't like a person. You can't win, dude. They did it with Christ, man. Come on, man. The man ain't even do nothing wrong. They still try to find something on him. So if they did it with him, bro, and then now you see why I said that they hated me, they hate you. They gonna find anything to get at you. It don't matter what you did. You ain't did nothing at all. They still mad. This is how it goes. So when somebody says, "Hey, man, why I heard Steve did this?" Like, okay, well, he already told you. It showed you that he used to do that. It ain't like he lying. I put it out there for the whole world to see. Like, I don't sugarcoat from that. So good luck with trying that, but it ain't gonna work. And I said, I don't do this stuff, man, so people can use against you. I do this stuff because I'm like, it's reaching people to where they from. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, man, I'm back home. It's getting kind of chilly out here. But yeah, we gonna do Discord tonight, man. We got to head over in a little bit. Um, as I said, man, just keep it real. That's all I be doing, man. Keeping it real. Like I said, tell the truth. You'd be surprised, man, how many people. There's a lot of people that's scared to tell the truth because again, they worried about what people gonna think. And when they tell their story, and then somebody's like, "Hey, I went through that too," or like, "Oh, I tell them, I'm like, hey, I had that same situation happen to me." You know what I'm saying? And it makes them feel less bad because sometimes people think they're the only ones that are going through that. You know what I'm saying? They the only ones that feel crazy. I'm like, bro, we all done feel crazy at one point, bro. We all be lying if we said we didn't. Somebody done put us there, or we done went through something ourselves that took us there. Like, come on, man. Why we gonna lie? So I said, why do people get saved and lie? And like, you ain't got the sugarcoat nothing, man. Just because you were saint don't mean you ain't supposed to struggle. I'm trying to tell people, I said, bro, just because you saved does not mean you don't deal with no more demons. Like, you still gonna deal with everything like everybody else times two. Actually, times seven. It says the same spirit will leave and come back with seven more spirits, dude. Like, you gonna get tempted with stuff way worse, dude. So why you act like that? It's that you Superman. Like, bro, it's okay to admit that you're going through stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. Ain't nobody looking at you, looking down on you, especially in my community. We don't do that. We ain't one of them spiritual weirdos think they better than everybody. And if we go dig up some dirt on them, we're gonna find they some of the biggest creeps and freaks you gonna find out. You ain't got nothing to prove to nobody, man. Please. You go through it, it's fine. If you need mental help, man, you got mental help. You need support and prayer, we got you. We got that. My gosh, man. Just be real. You reach people more that way. And that's the thing I love. I just love being real because when you real, you don't have to sugarcoat or hide nothing. It's really hard to keep up a perfect lifestyle, dude, because you always worried about what somebody gonna think or somebody find out something and they say something. I'm like, bro, when you admit everything that you did, you can feel more comfortable. And I'm like, look, you accept it or you don't. And if that's too much, if you can't believe that I'm not no perfect goody two shoes, I'm like, well, get off my channel. That's why I don't even want people to know me anyway. So I can go ahead and tell everybody what I did. So people ain't looking at you like, well, I thought you was always good. No, I'm not always good, dude. Even if I was, you still gotta be born again. Everybody gotta be born again. So like everybody's done messed up before, bro. Why I gotta be the only one that gotta be good? Dude? Come on, man. You have any times, Daddy? You know how many times Mom and Daddy had to talk to me? Like, bro, they had to talk to all of us because again, growing up, you stupid, you hard headed, you a child, you don't know nothing, you a fool. Daddy had many talks with me, man, because I was a hard headed, rebellious child, man. You know what I'm saying? He had to kind of, again, because he understood, because he was the same way. He understands what happens when you grow up. Everybody has a phase. And so he kept talking to me. He said, son, look, this is the way stuff goes. He said, son, if you don't do this, this is what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? He had to kind of guide me on what to do. It wasn't just a walk in the park because y'all see him preach on stage. Like I said, he was also a father, too. He wasn't just a pastor. He was a father. He had to deal with his kids the way everybody else got to deal with their kids. You got teenagers. What everybody said. You got teenagers. I know the story. Because he got teenagers. Like, bro. And it was hard dealing with us. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard dealing with them too, but it was hard dealing with us, bro, because again, we was in that rebellious teenage phase. Every teenager has it, man. I don't know what's like something about you as a teenager, you have it, but everybody has it. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, just be real, tell the truth. It don't hurt. Oh man. All y'all there. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had the Ethiopian music on my timeline today, bro. It is so beautiful. It's stuck in my head, man. I love that sound. It's like an intricate. I'm telling you, man. It's like mixed with like some. It sound like Indian almost. You feel me? Like it's like real. I don't know how to call it. I don't know what you call it, bro. But it's like real. I don't know. It's different, bro. Photography out here, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. I'm about to get wiped up now, y'all. It's three of them. Live stream over. Yes, Discord. I never said that. Y'all lying. They kind of fine too. I don't know. Might have to go and redo this. Turn around. Turn around. Anyways, what we talking about? See, I forgot. I forgot already. Yeah. Boy, my memory is like, man, I just don't care no more. I forget. Good night, Nisha. You have a good one. All right, y'all ready for the Discord? You ready to go over? Cause I think I'm ready. Where is he playing? Do you ever ride around in your car listening to techno music, like on full blast, or is it just me? I mean, maybe it's. I feel like you know what's just as bad as listening to country music on full blast, techno music. Like it's like who listens to that up the street, man? It's like what do you like? You just you naughty popping on what is it? Uh, 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 uh. I will show y'all these lights though. Look at this. It's pretty, man. Beautiful. The scenery. Hey, yeah, that's the same kid. This kid. She follows me everywhere I go when I'm out here on these streams. My mama had to come and get them so many times because they be like getting in my stream. She's like, leave him alone. She's like, sorry. I'm like, it's good. Just they respectable kids. Them other kids. I was like, look, LW, bro. I was right here, set up right here, man. I mean, he kept running around my camera, man. He kept like running around looking. I was like, bro, move, kid, move. He's out. Sorry. I said, yeah, you better be sorry, move. I'm like, bro, you my way, dude. Gosh. Hmm. Everybody say, oh, Steve, you're a kid person. Absolutely not. I don't watch nobody kids but my own, and that's absolutely. I'm a kid with all. Who's still in here? Can you hear me? Oh, like I said, it's kind of I don't know where it is, how it is, where y'all from. It's still kind of nice out here. It's only it is 60 degrees today. Well, right now, but it's like a little breezy, a little chilly, but it's still kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I like about Ethiopian, man? Like, I never really know much about their coach, but they've been popping up on my timeline the last couple of days. So they have like this like type of show to dance. Like I've been doing it the whole time. I didn't even know it was Ethiopian. Like I'd be doing like that, like the da da da. They have like this type of beat. It's different from like our beats. You know what I'm saying? It's like do 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 do. It's like it's hard to catch it. I've never heard that type. It's like it sounds like Indian music mixed with like I don't know, like Moroccan or something. You know what I'm saying? So they be having like these little instruments. I don't know what you call them, man. I seen the dude today, man, because you know they Christian. This dude had his instrument, man. He was playing, and I don't know what you call it, man. It's some difficult name, but he was playing it, and he was singing in English at first. Ethiopia. He was singing English at first, and he was saying, "Oh Lord, I love you," and he was saying something about like how he loves Jesus and stuff like that. And then he started speaking in Ethiopian, whatever their language is. And it sounded better when he was singing in that language. It was beautiful, man. And that's dude playing. He was just sitting there playing it. He's playing and singing at the same time. It was beautiful, man. Like it sounded like something out the Prince of Egypt. You know what I mean? Like it was beautiful, bro. I said, this is what Moses went for. Shoot, he was not bad. He was definitely not wrong. And they pop up on the time. They are so beautiful, man. Like these people are so beautiful, dude. Like for real. So they be having like their little festivals, and they be doing that little song, whatever. And then like the women are amazing. They be like da 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 da, and then they do like the little shoulder shrugs and stuff like that. And they do like the it's so dope, bro. How they do that. That's so cool. It's like it's nice to see other cultures of the world, man. Like they do stuff differently than what we do. That's what makes it special. They worship songs was coming up on my timeline, man. It was like people that was singing along to them, and they was reposting them and stuff like that. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, man. It was so beautiful, man. It's a sound I never heard before. It's something I never heard. And they was outside, man. They had like some type of like Christmas thing going. And they was just walking around in the streets with like candles lit and stuff like that. And they was just out there singing, man, singing and harmonizing. Oh, it was beautiful. I didn't understand one word, but it was beautiful. I was like, oh my gosh, bro, this is crazy to see these Christians over here, man, that's doing this. Like I ain't never seen it before. Never seen it. So they've been following on my timeline a lot more. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, man. I was there. I was literally doing that the whole time. I do it when I be making beats. I like. I be doing that. I didn't even know it was even Ethiopian. They be doing that. Like it's the way they do it. They be like they way they move their neck, and then they do like the, like they be doing it way better than I can. This is crazy. But I know I probably don't, but if I got any Ethiopians in the chat, man, let me know. I know one Ethiopian I work with, man. He was cool, bro. Like they all got. It's funny because they all got that look. Like they got like those distinct features. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a lot different. You know what I mean? Like it's like they black, but it look like they kind of like mixed with like a little Indian almost, or like I forgot what they said it was mixed with. Like some of them are mixed with like European or whatever. They are so beautiful, man. It's just like their skin tone, their facial features, their hair, all of it, man. It's beautiful. So that's why I said I forgot they have the first though. I think the first Bible or the world's oldest Bible. But I gotta see that. I gotta see that, bro. Like I think that's what they were saying where some of the remnants of the cross could be at. Some of the remnants of the cross, or I think it was the ark or whatever. They were saying like some people were saying I think Ethiopia got it. Some people were saying the Vatican got it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all type of speculation. That's a theory. If we gonna talk about conspiracy theories, that's a theory I would love to discuss because I want to know where like a lot of these ancient relics and artifacts are. You know what I mean? Because I'm like they got to be out here somewhere. I don't think they just buried underground in the sea. I think somebody has them. You know what I'm saying? So maybe the Library of Alexandria did. I don't know. You know, but they somewhere. You feel me? So that would be nice to kind of like see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there any remnants of the cross? Was it all destroyed or did it all decay? Is there any remnants of Noah's Ark? You know what I'm saying? Is the Ark out there, like the Ark of the Covenant? You know what I mean? Some people were saying the Ark of the, I think they said the Ark settled on the mountains in Armenia. Is either Turkey or Armenia. Um, and they said some people have some of the remnants. I think they got the remnants or they know where it's actually this exact location is. I don't know. But all we know, man, the Ark could have been a spaceship. Like, we don't even know, bro, honestly, at this point. So I'm just like, it would be interesting to see that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got to go see the world's oldest Bible, bro. Like I got to see that, man. That's so cool, bro. Like, but you see these lands, man, that be in the Bible. Like you see, they be talking about Ethiopia. You know what I'm saying? Like Ethiopia existed for like forever. You know what I'm saying? These are places that we always see in the Word, man. You know what I mean? Like you get to go see in real life now. You know what I mean? Like you hear about the Nile River and the Egyptians. I know the modern day people there are not the exact people of the Bible. but it's still the exact location, the exact places, man. They had the pyramids there at that time. You know what I'm saying? They had the Sphinx, and you know what I'm saying. They had all the palaces and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that you see in there now, they had the Nile River. Moses didn't cross that. You know what I mean? Like they did that. That would be so cool to see. You know? All right, let's go to Discord, y'all. Get up off here. They've allegedly found. I heard they did it, so I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't. There's a lot of speculation between that. Some people were saying like they do. Some people said it might have decayed. You know what I'm saying? Then they said somebody from like back in, I think some Catholicism people from back in like the 900s or the 800s or 900s. You know what I'm saying? Times that we forget even existed. Were saying like they have some of the remnants of it. You know what I mean? But I'm like, somebody got it, man. They somewhere. Because I'm like, I don't think they just disappeared. I don't think God just made them disappear. You know what I mean? Like I think they somewhere. You know? Hey man, if the remnants of the cross, I wonder who got them, bro. Yeah, Mount Arad. That's what it is. Mount Arad is Turkey. Yeah, that's what they were saying. They said it's supposed to be on like the mountain or something. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if they recovered them and just said they never found it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know if they find stuff like that, anything biblical, they trying to hear it and debunk. So they're like, no, ain't no number. You know what I'm saying? They probably done got that classified. The government probably got it. I ain't gonna lie, the government probably got this stuff because they don't want people to know. Whatever. It wouldn't surprise me. But shoot, I got a friend in Turkey, man. Or I did. I can go refriend her. I can friend her again and ask. Like ask her about Mount Arad because again she's Muslim. A lot of them are Muslim, but there's a lot of Christians in Istanbul. You know what I'm saying? That's where or not. I would say Constantinople. The Byzantine Empire. You know, the Byzantine Empire was Christian. You know, so she was like, yeah, they got a lot of Christians there. They get along. Got a lot of churches. You know what I'm saying? So I could ask her. I could be like, hey, you know, like sorry about the block for 2 years, but like, hey, I meant to ask you about Mount Arad. Like, what's your take on that? Did you ever find the article? But I'm willing to go to Turkey. You feel me? I think I'm a friend again. Like, hey, girl, what's up? Long time no see. Are you married yet? But yeah, man. I don't know. But yeah, that's why I said if there is remnants of the cross, man, I definitely wouldn't touch it. I don't know, man. I was saying that the other day. I said, bro, I wouldn't even be worthy enough to touch it, man. I wouldn't even touch it, bro. Like, you don't get to touch this. You know what I mean? Like, you're not worthy enough to touch this, bro. Like, you don't get to look at this, bro. Like, honestly, this is the greatest symbol in history. You don't get to touch this. You know what I mean? Which is where my unworthy series come in. My unworthy series comes in right there. That's what I meant when I said unworthy. That's what I meant. Unworthy to touch the cross, see his face, kiss his feet, all of that. I'm not even worthy to even touch it, bro. So I wouldn't even touch it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, it's way beyond my pay grade, it's way beyond my spiritual grade. I wouldn't be able to do it. So hold on. I probably took a sample to figure out. Yeah, wasn't it like Gopher Wood? They made out of was it Gopher Wood? I don't know, man. I would love to see that though, bro. That's why I said if you can find any remnants of the world. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I want to go to like ancient Egypt because a lot of that stuff was here like during that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I would love to go see that, like the hieroglyphs and the pyramids and pretty much everything. You know what I'm saying at that time. So I think it would be cool because I'm like this stuff was here when Joseph then was here, when Moses was here. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I think Joseph came first. Yeah, Joseph came first, then Moses came. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Gopher Wood. That's what it was. Yeah, I don't even know what Gopher Wood is. Like, that's cool though, bro. I would have loved to see that. Like, let's see what they look like. Sometimes, like I said, I just got a curious mind. That's the stuff I ask myself. I don't care about conspiracies with the government. I care about stuff like where is the remaining remnants of the ark? Where are the modern day people? Like that's what I type up online. I'm like, who are the modern day Persians? And the modern day Persians are people in Iran. Iran was Persian. You know what I'm saying? Like Mesopotamia and stuff was in Iraq. You know what I mean? Like that's where that stuff was at the time. You feel me? So like you start to see like the people of the land and like where that stuff is. I like to learn stuff like that. I don't care about all that other technicalities, man. You know what I'm saying? Like who owns the world and the Freemasonry. I don't care about that stuff. That's so stupid. Because ain't nothing I can do about that. I care about information that I can really dissect. You know what I'm saying? Like people are actually more than just some. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to talk about the powers that be. I want to talk about like the people of the world. I want to go to all the places in the Bible where it said like, and they went to this land. And even when they was talking about Asia, you know, Asia's in the Bible, but the Asia at that time wasn't Asia like China. It was Asia. I think that was considered like, I think it was Turkey and like Iran, and or I think it was like Turkey and like kind of like towards Syria or something like that. That's what they considered Asia. That was a different Asia, not like China and India and stuff. But one of the disciples did die in India though. They said I forgot his name. One of them got I didn't even know India was even a place at the time. One of the disciples did end up getting crucified in India. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy because I'm just like, bro, it's a big old world, man. Super big world. You feel me? So yeah, man. That's the stuff I think about. I think about global. You know what I mean? Like who was the people of this land? You know what I'm saying? Who was the people at that time? You know, what is Africa playing? Because everybody went to Africa, dude. That's why I told you about community. I said, bro, community's big. I said, dude, I remember Herod then was killing all the babies, all the Hebrew boy babies, and said Jesus then fled into Africa for 2 years. You mean tell me that Mary and Joseph and Jesus was quiet for 2 years, didn't talk to nobody, didn't mess with nobody, didn't have no friends, didn't have no connections or nothing? You mean tell me they went there and stayed solo for 2 years? They had to fit in with the land wherever they went. Was it Egypt? I think it was Egypt. But wherever they went at, like I said, they had to fit in because again, you were a stranger in that land. So every land that you go in, you're gonna meet people, man. You're gonna have friends. You're gonna have connections. You know what I'm saying? That's why I told you, like, that's why I talk about community, man. Because I'm like, bro, everybody goes anywhere in the world. They never stood in one spot. That's the thing I always tell you. Like, they never stayed in one place. Everybody always traveled and went elsewhere. They always went to different lands, dude. You know what I'm saying? Which shows you, if God wanted you to stay in your city, he would have told Paul to stay in his city. He would have told Jesus to stay in his city. He would have told Moses and everybody else that traveled to stay in your city. Why did it kept saying they went this land? And they took 3 day journey and they did this and they got on the sea, they got on the ship to go over here and they went all types of places. Like, bro, because again, it's about going and traveling. Remember, I told you God is the ultimate creator. He created this world so you could create too. Why are you gonna create this beautiful creation just to put us in Alabama, to only see Alabama for the 60, 70 years of our life? You know, that don't make no sense. Like, I don't think he would have created everything to get infinite wisdom and glory out of it, just so we can see it on TV and stay in Alabama. Like, nah, man, he created it so we can go see that. So when you can see how he made certain type of rocks and how he made certain trees and stuff that you don't got in the United States, you can see fruit that we ain't even got here. He wants you to see that. Why you gonna make a whole globe, dude? A whole globe that's massively huge, just for us to sit right here and just stay in one spot? Like, that makes no sense. When they kept saying, "Go and proclaim the gospel, reach nations," what is he talking about? What is he talking about? It's talking about travel. Talking about going places, dude. Stretching out, like doing missionary work, man. He said Jesus could do many works in his hometown. So what did he do? He went elsewhere. I'm trying to tell you, bro. The whole Bible's about traveling. People of this land. They kept saying, "Son of this person, son of this, tribe of this, tribe of that." The Bible is all about ethnicity, man. It's all about lands and people. You feel me? So that's why I be trying to tell people. I said I don't think people really realize that. They tried to do the same thing with Daddy. They told Daddy that he was supposed to preach in Louisville. He's like, man, please. He said, dude, people listen to me everywhere else. Imagine that. They trying to get him to stay in his own city. He would have never reached y'all because he would have never went out and traveled and did conferences, and his name would have never got big like that. I use the same thing and apply it to my music. Travel to a new man's land and go do this somewhere else, man. People in Europe are listening to me now. Is my music only meant for people that live in Kentucky? Like, come on, man. You see, that doesn't make no sense, bro. No sense at all. Are y'all listening to what I'm saying? I don't even know. I'm listening to what I'm saying, if y'all know. Just get up and go travel, bro. You know what I'm saying? See the world, bro. And whatever you do, like I said, man, follow social media platforms, dude. Follow these social media sites where um people are traveling, man. That'd be like random stuff to pop up on my timeline because the algorithm knows I love people that travel, so it shows you people that's like all over the world. I'm going there, doing this, doing that. You know what I'm saying? That stuff is interesting. I like that. So I always like kind of put myself there in their shoes. Like, what if I was walking the streets of Tokyo right now? You know what I'm saying? What if I was walking in China? You know what I mean? What if I'm standing on some type of mountain in Russia? You know what I mean? What if I'm in Africa by one of the volcanoes or something? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the way I think. I put myself there in them shoes. Start traveling, man, getting out, going and doing stuff. Man. I'm trying to tell you, like, that's a big world out here, man. God made this world so you can see it. He didn't make it so you can stay in Mississippi. Go do something. You ain't got to tell me. I've been traveling since pretty much 2014, 2015. You know what I'm saying? And I said, I was talking to somebody the other day. They was like, well, why don't you, why don't you travel some more? And I said, well, I was gonna do it during the pandemic, but that's when they shut the country down. The whole next year, I was just kind of, I went to Costa Rica. My sister got married over there, so I went over there. 2022, I was just kind of like, at 2022, I was working the whole entire year for 2023 to move out here. And then ever since I've been out here, I've been working and traveling back and forth to home and, take care of business. So I haven't really had time to really do all of that. But I'm like, but now I'm making time to start doing that stuff again, man. I'm trying to get my passport tatted up, bro. Got a lot of places to visit, a lot of places to see, a lot of places and things to show y'all. A lot of places to go at, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just praying with my music. I'm like, God, touch the music, man. Take it all over the world. Take it all over the place, man. This is for everybody. Even the weirdo. That's why I said even the music is for the weirdo. Like, bro, I don't mind if anybody watches it. People that know me, that don't know me, weird people, weird idiots, man, saved people, not saved people. Anybody can listen to the music. That's one thing I can't say. Anybody can listen to it. But I know the audience I am trying to reach more. You know what I mean? I feel like now people choose Mississippi, Alabama. Like I said, they just you don't know about now. We're in 2026. Everything's advanced. White people. I don't know. As I said, maybe it's just me, but when I'm looking at the word, I'm looking at everything, how everybody's traveling and going places and stuff. Again, they whole ministry. I've always looked at that as a kid. I looked in the back of the Bibles, like you see in the back of the Bible, it kept saying like Jesus' journey, and then it would have like question marks, like was this land here, was Ziklag here, or was it Paul them stop here? Because they don't know. They was like settle over here. You see, they whole journey to Greece. They going here, going there. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they all went. I'm like, why did they go to these places? When he wrote the book of Galatians, who was he talking to? The people from Galatia. Thessalonians was a land of Thessalonia. I think that was what, Italy or Greece or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Romans, of course, was to the Romans. Like they wrote these books, man, because they Corinthians was to the people of Corinth. You know what I'm saying? I think it was Corinth. Like they wrote this to the people of that land, dude. Why did they write it to the people of that land if they were supposed to stay in their place where they from? Paul was a Roman. He should have just wrote Romans and stayed there, right? But why did he write these books? Like, why did they write these? Why did they talk about this land and that land, this land and that land? So my favorite thing to do now is when I look up stuff, I'm like, where? Who are the modern day people? Who are the modern day Egyptians? Who are the modern day Mesopotamians? Man, we always heard about that in school. Mesopotamia and the Byzantine Empire and the Huns and the what is it, the Chain Dynasty and stuff like that. We always heard about that, but we didn't know who these people was. You feel me? It's a Thessalonica or whatever. Yeah, it's like everybody had. I think all the books are pretty much named after the places. You know what I'm saying? And that's beautiful. It's just like I like that. I like that they did that because it was like it was addressing who these people were that they were talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because it lets you know it's people from different lands, man. And there's books of the Bible that's not even out there that was probably addressed to those people at that time. You know what I'm saying? I keep trying to tell you, like, bro, everybody traveled. Like, bro, they literally, it's no different from doing a church conference from today. They just didn't have Uber. You know what I'm saying? They ain't have jets back then, so they had to take boats. They had to take a camel and 3 days worth of water. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But they got to travel and do ministry because it was the same thing. It's the same if we do a church conference. We go into this land. We go to Dallas. We go to Virginia. You know what I'm saying? We go to New York. We go to Florida. Like it's the same thing. We go to California. That's what we did. It's the same exact thing. Because you're reaching people of that land. You know what I'm saying? You get to have it's all about fellowship all over the world, man. So I tell people, man, get out of your local state. Stop thinking small Start thinking big, man. Like if you start thinking big, you can go anywhere. Start thinking about if you like Spain, think about Spain all day and be like, hey, I want to reach the people that's in Spain. There's Christians over there. There's people that know your type of craft over there too. Find out how to reach the people in Spain. If you got to keep putting your location in Spain, I do that too. I just came out with an A Steve Ambient channel, A Steve Ambient Instagram channel, and I post all my ambient music over there. Do you know what I do? I post little shorts of my ambient music, and then I tag a city. So I tagged Norway, Sweden the other day. It was some city in Sweden. I don't even know what's over in Sweden, but I tagged it, and it had Swedish people watching me. They put it in they Sweden story. So Swedish people was watching my story, listening to my music because I know they love ambient music. I put mine in Norway. People in Norway are gonna watch me. I put mine in California. People in California, like I told you, I got good with location because I know people in locations are going to watch it. That's why if you ever see any of my videos, it might say like some of my ambient videos might say Moscow or like Naples, Italy, or something. Because I know people in Naples, Italy are going. It's going to pop up on their timeline. The same way some of these music streams. It depends on what I'm doing. If I'm doing like Afro beats, I might put like Johannesburg, South Africa. I might put like if I'm doing like like trap music or something, I might put Atlanta, Georgia, because I know people in Atlanta, Georgia listen to that type of stuff. If I'm doing like soul music, I might put somewhere like maybe like Memphis, Tennessee, or I might put like Miami, Florida. Like where people listen to this stuff, bro. That's how people find out about you. Learn the location. I met a lot of people because I put my location elsewhere. The whole reason I was able to meet somebody from Turkey was because I put my location elsewhere. I've always been good at that, dude. So it's the same thing when you advertise in your social media. Now I'm about to start putting myself in Africa, Egypt, Ethiopia. You know what I'm saying? Russia, like all type of places, man. Like this is what they did back then. So why can we not do this today? Social media is advanced. Like the word is so advanced, dude. It took them 5 days, a month or so to go meet somebody all over the world. I said we can do this within a click of a button. We go on our phone every day watching people all over the world, and we sitting here watching them with a little device. So think how much more influential. That's why they call them influencers. You got more influence nowadays than you've ever had before. This is a perfect time to get into this, bro. So that's why I told you, if you got a craft or you got something that you're doing or something that you know, I said just use location. It's all about location. There's going to be people all over the world that support your stuff more than people from your hometown. Stop telling your mama your plans. If it's one thing you don't do, do not tell your mama or your family or your friends or anybody that you know of your plans. Don't, unless they're your spouse, maybe, don't tell them your plans. They're going to shoot you straight down. I'm trying to tell you, like, bro, I would advertise my stuff to people who don't know me. Invest in yourself and invest in other people so they can invest in you. Somebody that don't know you, you tell them $1 million idea, that's a great idea. They're like, that's a great idea. You know what I'm saying? You tell somebody that know you your whole life, they're gonna be like, man, you crazy. Like, bro, come on, man, stop it. You know what I mean? They'll shoot it down so fast, you know? So I'm telling you, man, like, learn geography wise, man. Do what I'm doing. If it's one thing I do tell people, don't do everything I do what I said, but listen to what I'm telling you. Like, this is what I do. I literally go and study stuff. I would type stuff up. I watch it on YouTube. Like, man, like, show me India, man. You know what I'm saying? Show me who was ancient India. You know what I'm saying? Like, who was ancient Chinese people? Like, you know what I mean? Like, show me these tribes. Show me stuff. Like, I'm an information nerd. I love info. You know what I'm saying? And I would sit there and watch. I went to the Dallas Museum with Mama and with Joe and his wife and Mama and Hannah. You know what I'm saying? And they got a big old like Dallas World Museum. It's huge, man. And it shows all the cultures, all the African cultures, Chinese, Indian, ancient, everything. You know what I'm saying? I learned so much stuff in there, man, because it was so much information on all type of stuff. You feel me? I learned a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I love information, man. And it's all about world traveling. That's why I say travel, man. Put in your mind, if you can't afford to travel right now, that's okay. But I'm like, put in your mind that you want to travel, man. You know how I travel? Get on Instagram. Get on YouTube and look all over the world. That stuff motivates you. Bro, that motivates me all the time. When you see other people doing that, or you see people doing that, I start praying. I say, God, take me there. If it's anything, I say, God, take me there. Bless my hands to take me there. You know what I mean? Stop praying like that, man. Start traveling. Start thinking big, man. Don't just think about the United States, man. The United States is done. Think about somewhere elsewhere, all over the world, bro. They matter more. I'm not gonna lie to you, they matter way more. And they care and support and love. and cherish way more. So I got a lot of traveling to do, man. I got a lot of places to go, a lot of sights to see, a lot of places to be. Like I said, I don't know if y'all gonna do the same thing. I pray that y'all also get to do the same thing and y'all want to as well, but I can't speak for y'all. I can speak for me. Now, you can come with me when I take y'all there, or you can also plan a trip for yourself and go there too. Like I said, you can always do the same thing. There's no such thing as off limits for nobody. You ain't got no prize, bro. You can go anywhere and do anything in the world that you want to do. So that's why I tell you, I said, bro, go anywhere that you want. Go places you want to go. Go reach out and travel, man, and go to these lands and reach these people, man. I don't care about reaching Americans no more, bro. I care about reaching foreigners. I care about reaching people who ain't never seen me, who ain't never known me. I care about that type of stuff. Took like 15 photos. That's why I said I care about that stuff. I like that stuff better, and I would rather do that. So when I get to reach out to the foreigner or somebody that don't know me, that's way better. I would do that. I want my music in foreign lands. I don't even want it in the United States no more, bro. I want it in foreign lands. I get happy when I see I got plays in Michigan and I got plays in California and Florida and New York. But I said I get more happier when I see them over in Mesopotamia or like Iran or somebody. You know what I'm saying? I get more happiness off of that because again, it takes a lot to reach those type people. And the fact that they listening to me way over there when I made this in my small apartment, this music I made, and somebody all over the world is listening to this, bro. It's influencing them way across the world. Something that I did from the comfort of my home, from the comfort of my computer, and they listen to that over there. It really does me right, man. It makes me happy. Definitely makes me happy. Fight for these parking spots out here. So yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So really, just think about it, man. Like I said, bro, in your mind and your horizon, bro, so you can go travel and do stuff, man, and pray on it, man. As I said, God created this whole world, man. He wants you to see it. So don't just sit there, man, thinking that you stuck. I thought we all doomed to die, bro. Like we ain't doomed to die, man. We got stuff to go do, bro. We got places to go see and travel and be at. You know what I'm saying? As I said, pray on it. There's nothing wrong with praying on it, man. Whatever you want, pray on it. God's not gonna tell you nah. And if you say nah, you just mean nah right now. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Like go ask, just go see this stuff, bro. What does it say, bro? It says ask and you shall receive. If you don't ask, how you gonna know? If you scared to talk, God don't like timid. He don't like weak. Proclaim it, and He shall deliver. He shall come through. He might not do it immediately right now, but eventually He's gonna do it. Just keep proclaiming. I don't know if it worked for y'all, but it worked for me. That's why I say can't nobody throw me off my face. It works for me every time. Like I said, you do with it what you will. I know what I'm doing. Like I said, if it's making sense to y'all, it's making sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking. But I'm talking. Hey kid, how you doing? I think it's a little sister. I love these kids. They are so cool, man. They the respectful ones out here. But but yeah, man. Like I said, just travel, man. You know what I mean? I love hearing other cultures' music, man. That's why I said that Ethiopian sound, man, this morning. Maybe I needed that this morning. I don't even know. That's what really motivated me to do music today. Because I heard that this morning. I was like, bro, I'm sitting here like, bro, it's beautiful. I cannot not listen to the world's worship. When you listen to people all over the world and they love your Christ, man, and they sitting here just loving Christ, man. They talk about Christ in their songs and they singing, bro. It almost bring you to tears, dude. It's beautiful. I'm like, bro, I've never heard that before. You know what I'm saying? And they just out in the streets just singing. It's something about that African sound too. Africans, man, when they come together and they harmonize, it is some of the most beautiful music I've ever heard in my life, man. They don't even need no instruments, dude. They voice is the instrument. They clapping and slapping and you know what I'm saying, and just harmonizing and singing like it's oh man, it's something else, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I'm done with American worship, man. I'm done with American people. I said, bro, I'm so foreign minded right now. It's not even funny, dude. You know, like I said, I love my Americanos, but I said, man, look, I got more places to go. You know what I mean? So America is boring. The language is boring. You know what I'm saying? That's why they kept saying that. Said, you don't like America, get out. But believe me, I am. Believe me. When I get my money and I get everything right, I said, shoot, I will be over in Naples, Italy, probably somewhere, and I'm gonna retire over there, and you will never see me again. Shoot, I want a vineyard somewhere where I can go farm the land, go grow grapes and sell them. They turn them into wine. I got a cheese farm too. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go over there and retire like Thanos and never see me again. Literally, I ain't gonna be on this phone for forever. So, show is. Anyways, y'all. I'm getting up off of here. We're gonna hit Discord, man. Let's go on over there and chat it up. We've been on here for too long, so like I said, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Excuse me. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get off of here. Hit me in Discord. Hold on. It's cold. Is that it? It's cold. Swear. But yeah, just catch me in the Discord, y'all. I'm gonna go start the chat. I'll catch y'all. Peace out. I hope y'all took what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Go create. If it ain't nothing you heard I said today, man, go create. God created you to create, so go do that. I'll catch y'all. Peace.